Hi, good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Welcome to another Friday night, and you are with the Brewa Hobby Squad. My name is Mike, and with me are wrong side.
Lance.
And yes, Patty.
Si Ange na naka-mute.
Or si Ash. Yung sa dulo. Ayun.
Yes.
Naka pala. Okay. Yes.
And Mark.
All right.
Mark.
So good evening, guys. Thank you for joining us. And it is going to be another night for discussion. So we are, if you noticed, we changed our name for a little bit. Pala. We changed our name a little bit. And it used to be Bruaha BL Squad. But since we are going to be changing our identity a little bit, it's going to be Bruaha B Squad moving forward. Yeah. So later on, we'll talk about why it's Bruja B Squad, but for now, just want you to know that we started off with BLs, but we are going to be expanding to other genres because, of course, there's a whole lot of other stories that we are going to be sharing with you, we're going to be watching, and we're going to be talking about. Diba? So it's going to be exciting, and I, for one, I'm looking forward to it, right? So that means that we have an opportunity to basically explore other things, expand our horizons, our mindsets, our perspectives, and learn more in this new journey. Wow, may gano'n.
Yes.
Okay lang ba yun sa atin, guys? Ready na ba tayo para doon?
Ready na ako sa transformation natin. DBS 2.0.
Yeah.
Gusto ko yan, yes.
DBS 2.0.
So parang nag-i-evolve naman lahat ng bagay, no? So it's also time that we evolve as well. And so, lagi mo natin sinasabi in our conversations na parang huwag natin ikahon yung mga sarili natin, sa pag-iisip natin, sa paniniwala natin. So parang ganoon din yung identity natin bilang DBS, di ba? So pwede rin natin i-move forward or i-progress, di ba? So yon. Okay, so tonight, it's gonna be another night of discussion. We're not gonna be talking about a particular show or a particular movie, but we are gonna be talking about the shows that we love and maybe other things as well, so that we can sort of like introduce ourselves in a different way, or we can, maybe give a different perspective on ourselves. Diba? Kasi all this time we've been watching shows and basically it's been focused on them. So medyo internal naman to para mas makilala nyo kami. At in a way, mas makikilala rin namin yung isa't isa. Diba? Tama ba, guys?
Yes.
Yes.
Ayan. So, ready na ba tayo? Umpisahan na ba natin to?
Yes!
Okay, sige.
Taas na energy, hindi na traffic.
Oo
I
nga eh. Buti pa siya.
Ito yung unang tanong natin, no? So, sino bang gusto magsalita?
Yeah, what is BBS for you? Specifically, what's the second B for? Kasi the first B is Bruhaha. What's the second B now? Since it's no longer BL, what's the second B?
Ayan.
Badass bitches. So,
DBBS?
tatlong B yun.
Hindi, yung pangalawang B. Kasi dati Bruhaha BL Squad. Ngayon, Bruhaha B Squad.
B
So,
Squad.
ano yung B? Yung letter, yung second
Ano lang
B?
yung B? If she's going with bitches and going with Bruha. Bruha Squad.
Okay. For me,
Ay, ikaw, bro.
Oo.
Pwede.
pwede.
Yes, Pat.
Best. Bruhaha Best Squad. The best
Yes.
Bruhaha squad.
Okay, yan.
Ang taas talaga ng energy ni Pipa.
Oo nga eh. I love it.
Bukod sa bagong ligo, ma'am, ano ba? May nakain na tayo today?
Alam pa ba?
Damay
More life.
So we have badass bitches, we have Bruha, and then we have best. Okay. May naisip ka naman.
Mark?
Medyo nag-iisip
Mike?
ako.
Kayo.
I'll pick it up from our last session, no? Bulalo. Kasi patalinuhan tayo, puro tayo utak. So bulalo. Ang next beef.
Tulad niyan, taba na
Nagbago
utak
na rin tayo.
ni P. Mark, ano?
Mataba.
Siguro, siguro ako baliw. Baliw-baliwan tayo dito minsan, di ba?
Gusto ko yan.
Yes.
And I mean, we're all a little bit crazy in our own ways, and I think that's what makes it interesting. That's what makes this team fun to be with. So yun, for me, siguro baliw.
Yes.
I love it.
Baliw.
It's a diverse set of words. You have bitches, bruha, baliw, best, and bulalo. So we've covered every kind of genre from food to the craziness to being the best to being bitches and with lots of
Yes.
shade and being magical. The bruha. Ang saya.
I love it.
Diba? Inclusive tayo.
Oh.
Yes. Ayun, that's the episode tonight.
So ayun, okay.
And what's next?
For watching after.
Pero I'm really
I guess
curious
it's
kasi I haven't really known you all for a long time. So if
yeah.
you could describe yourselves as a series, what series would that be?
That's a hard one.
Okay. Specific genre ba? Or is there a specific series that we can compare ourselves
Wala
to?
naman.
Walang specific
Wala
naman. It's
genre.
Any
Any series, no? Okay.
any
That's an interesting
series.
question.
Oh my gosh.
Basta sure ako, hindi ako Tharn type.
I think we can all agree there. Yes.
Yeah.
Ay nako. Meron mong sasabihin na ganyan din eh. Basta sure ako hindi ako my day.
Oh my God.
Grabe.
Yeah, I'd prefer to wait
Again?
for better days while boys are locking down over quarantines. While you're hoping life is
Wait,
kind of pelikula.
Ituloy mo yan.
Yun.
So you better hook up
Again,
to
we
be
would
gay
like to
boys
remind
afterwards.
everyone
Mga ganun.
that
The views and
the opinions of the people you see in front of you are our own and not reflective of the organization. So kung meron mga fans, mag-share din kayo ng opinion nyo. Hindi puro
Yes,
kami lang.
please.
Comment kayo on the
Yeah.
side or down below.
Right.
Mhm.
Down
And
We want to hear
after
your
that,
thoughts as well, your opinions, your perspectives. Siyempre, hindi naman kami yung representative ng buong madla, di ba? So we're talking or we're
Yeah.
speaking for ourselves. So, share naman kayo dyan.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, isip pa ako eh.
Ako din
Ang
eh.
hirap na naisip.
Ang hirap na na.
Oh, Miss Universe. Or yung Miss Universe Island.
Oo
Pero
nga.
sa akin kasi, if I were to pick a series, it's gonna be my favorite series of all. It's gonna be Charmed. Kasi it's like every
okay.
single day is a different episode. And it's a twist of magic in everything that I see. So that's how I describe myself. Charmed.
Interesting.
Oo nga eh.
Ayun, so medyo nag-expand rin yung iniisip ko. Medyo lumawak yung pagpipilian ko dahil
Oo nga
dyan.
Pero what
Damn.
genres are you really into ba? I mean, what specific genres do you like watching? Or are you attracted to?
Well,
Or you're inclined towards?
more on, three for me, really. Light drama. Kasi parang, of course, life is not without drama. Diba? So, meron talaga dyan. Pero ayoko nanonood ng masyadong heavy drama because parang sumasakit ang puso ko, right? So, I want to watch something that is entertaining or that's something that I can learn from. And if it's fun to watch as well, edi masaya, right? So, light drama is one. Another one would be coming of age films because I feel na I resonate with those characters a lot. And parang may sense of, I don't know, satisfaction, I guess, or wonder din, or fulfillment if I see someone going through that stage in their life and then coming through it, or parang becoming more mature, or may mga realizations or insights, diba? And also romantic comedies. Siyempre, gusto rin natin na may kilig sa buhay natin, may konting tuwa rin, diba? Or may konting tawanan. And, parang, I think that encapsulates pretty much the human experience, yung tatlong movies na yun. At least for me, from my personal perspective. Yeah. So, wait. To answer your question, actually, the first thing that came to mind when you asked me about a story or a series,
Yeah,
parang the
series.
first thing that popped into my head was Edge of Reason. For
Why?
that's a good question because I mean thinking about it, parang it doesn't really reflect my life. But then again, parang if I think about it a little more, I'm thinking na parang the title per se is sort of like our life right now. Na parang we're on
Yes,
the edge of
yes.
reason this entire time because of this
Oh
quarantine and
yes,
because
I
of this
feel you.
pandemic. So parang you're at that
Yes.
precipice wherein you're trying to manage your mental
Mhm.
health, your emotional well-being,
Mhm.
while also juggling your personal and professional tasks or life, di ba? And also parang yung pinagdaanan rin ng mga characters in that series, like for example, finding love, finding trials, I mean, overcoming self doubt, accepting themselves. So parang I think na-encapsulate rin naman yun, pretty much, a lot of the stuff that
Mhm.
happened in my life. So I'm gonna go with that. Yun.
The edge of reason.
Yes, that part. Ayun na nga.
Kayo, Pianch, P. Patty, Mark.
Okay. I can't really say what genre I'm into eh. Kasi
Mm-mm.
I think very flexible ako. Wow.
Well,
Gusto ko
Ooh.
yes.
yan.
Kasi flexible ba ni
Flexible.
Pangpang?
Patay. Patingin.
Paano ka
Patingin.
Very
flexible?
flexible. Yeah, kasi before I would say I'm into action comedy because of the all-time films that all-time favorite movies that parang naalala ko ngayon like yung Avengers, Guardians, yun yung
Okay.
mga gusto ko. Now You See Me, Charlie's Angels. Then I would say nga
Wow.
21 Jump Street and Slumdog Millionaire also two of my favorites. So, 'di ba? Sobrang layo. And then for
Mhm.
TV shows naman, I followed Stranger Things, How I Met, Walking Dead.
Mhm.
Uh, yeah,
Wow.
so random. I guess you can see na parang, and then of course I also appreciate romance movies,
Right.
action, drama depende rin. Ayoko ng super heavy. But yeah, I think anything that would make me entertained, I'm down. I'm willing to watch it. So, there.
Mm.
And wala pa ako maisip kung anong series ako.
Okay
Are you
lang. Baka
into
pwede naman
thriller,
balikan.
suspense, horror? Or wala? Or you're staying away from that? Kasi ako personally, I hate horror films kasi they stay in my mind for some
Ah,
reason. And they linger. So
Mm.
ayoko.
yeah, except
So
horror
imagine you
pala.
dreaming.
Except horror. Pero I like, well, hindi naman horror yung mga zombie films, di ba? Kasi I like those type of films also eh. So,
Mm-mm.
yung horror, depende rin siguro.
Actually, no. Kasi there are some horror films na
Anong
parang
level of horror?
you would want to watch. Correct, di ba? Pero there are some horror films na
Mm.
parang, hindi ako makakatulog. So, wag na lang. Yung mga
Yes.
ganong level.
Kaya
I
kinukuha
forgot.
ng trailer yan eh. Kasi there are times na like, Sadako, when the first time I watched Sadako, I dreamt of
Oh
that
my
woman for a
God.
week. So, no way.
Uy, seryoso, yes. Like, almost a week rin yata, or at mga week, isang week, parang I kept the lights on all the time, even while sleeping, and then I covered the TV so that I couldn't see the screen, and I would even
Oh,
unplug them. Alam mo
yes.
yun, ganun ako kaapektado
Oo.
sa movie na yun. My gosh. No, never mind talaga. So, medyo na trauma. So, okay. Pero yung mga tulad ng It, yung mga ganun lang, pwede. Pwede.
Yeah, I like.
Mm-mm.
So I can handle 13 Ghosts. Okay pa yun. Pero si Sadako, I don't know why she's stuck in my head.
Diba? Creepy kasi. I don't know.
Saka ang
Pero
laki ng impact niya
actually,
kasi with culture.
Oo.
true.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
So it feels so
Pero
real, I think. That's why, for me, it's stuck.
Mhm.
So the culture behind the story, it felt like this could have
Yeah.
happened in real life.
Right.
Yeah.
Pero in terms of horror films talaga, I think yung Asian ones are more scary.
Mas may impact
Actually,
yung Asian movies, no? The
Yes,
Thai
yes.
horror
I
movies and
agree.
the Japanese ones, no?
Oh, yes,
Oh my
Thai.
God, si,
The Thai horror
si
movies.
Chogba,
Yeah! Oh my
coming
God.
soon.
Kumento na ako. Kinaya yun. Okay. Okay. If I were to answer the question, what genre are you into? Ano ba? I think my genre is really more into romantic comedies, but
Mm.
I don't really confine myself into that. Kasi may mga series din ako na napanood na they range from iba-iba talaga. So I've seen Prison Break, I've
Mm.
seen ano pa ba yung mga
Wow.
series? I've seen Gossip Girl.
Gossip Girl, yeah, I
I
watched
love
that one.
Gossip Girl.
Been there.
Pleasure ko yung Gossip Girl since I was in high school. I've also seen Glee. Well, technically, mga iba-iba naman. And then, in terms of movies, iba-iba din. I can watch just about anything and everything. And kung
Ah.
horror movies naman, hindi naman ako I can watch pa rin. Pero, what can I say? Yung mga ghost, okay lang sa akin yun eh. Pero ayoko yung medyo, ah, hindi ko kaya yung mga medyo may patayan. Mga
Mm,
So, ayaw mo
gruesome.
ng John Wick,
Ah.
ganyan.
Hindi ko masyadong kaya.
mag-gore, ganyan.
Gore.
So, ganon.
Hindi ko masyadong
The
kaya.
gore I can handle.
Yung,
Gusto ko
yung,
rin John Wick.
mo to okay lang sa akin. Ganun. Pero, hindi ko talaga kaya yung may patayan.
Okay.
Hmm.
Even
Ako naman, ano meron sa K-dramas, P-Patty?
wala. Love ko din K-drama.
Is that a genre ba? Is that a genre?
I don't know if it's supposed to be classified as a genre itself. Kasi 'di ba parang K-dramas they also have like may romance din naman sila, may comedy sila, meron silang melodrama, etc. Ano kaya?
Mhm.
Or it's a I don't know. How do you classify that? Yun.
Hmm.
No?
Siguro para siya just like K-pop, 'di ba? Parang it's supposed to be pop, pero since it became so widespread in the world, it became its own genre in a sense kasi
Mm.
many people are really into K-pop, so parang nagbuo ng sariling community yung K-pop, and then it was already recognized as one genre on its own. Just like BL, I think that's one thing din na madaming tao yung hindi naman debate, pero nagdi-discuss if whether BL is a genre or is it just a category of series na segmented into different genres. Kasi meron namang
Mm.
BL na
Mm.
rom-com, may BL naman na may iba ba? May BL naman na R18, yung mga ganyan. So iba-iba rin yung iba-iba din yung yung tracks ng BL. So
Yes.
just like K-drama, I think we'll see. Let us know in the comments below if you agree or you don't
Yeah.
agree.
Pero with K-drama kasi they bring their own culture. They bring the Koreanness of a series.
Yeah.
So there's a trademark already in every K-drama you watch. It's so different from American sitcom. It's so different from the
Yes.
comedy
Yes.
attack of
Sorry,
the
ako
the
super
Western
biased
world.
ako sa K-dramas. It's not really a genre, but for me, parang they produce the superior type of content.
God
Na-mention
tier,
mo nga
ganun.
yun.
Why?
God
Kasi
tier.
they can incorporate different genres actually in one show. In terms of yung investment din nila sa production, try all out. And
Yes.
right now also I noticed they tend to push for more socially relevant stories, which is
Yes.
really nice. So yeah,
Yeah.
and what subpar mag-acting sa kanila, even the supporting cast. So yeah.
Yes, I agree. But I think what I like best about K-drama is the storytelling. There's just something that will capture you into the series once you start watching a certain series. And parang ayaw mo nang tumayo sa seat mo hangga't hindi mo
Yeah.
natatapos yung series na yun. It's that addicting. And I can't even pinpoint why. But I guess it's really in the storytelling. I don't know, it's just me. But I guess it's really also in the storytelling. Their stories, some stories are kind of generic, but the way they deliver the stories or um, the way they express it in their series, it's just really different. So, galing talaga, promise.
Grabe, they can pull off this big sponsor product placement things. Ang galing din nila doon. It's as if it's just part of a scene, but it's really product placement. So ang galing.
Oo, totoo
Especially how they do
yun.
the cars, the alley in King Monarch, mga ganun, in the Monarch, Eternal Monarch, I think. Ang galing.
Ang galing
Yeah.
talaga. Ang galing. Even the fantasy ones like Goblin,
Oh
if
yes.
you've seen it, ang galing ng mga product placement din doon. So, ang galing.
Smooth,
Inaral talaga
smooth
nila.
yung transition.
So yun na ba yung magiging next series natin?
It's okay not to be okay. Joke.
It's
Pinomote
okay
na.
not to be okay.
Panood.
Yes.
Pero nasa listahan yan.
I haven't seen
Oo.
that yet. It is in the list.
P-Mark, what's your genre of choice?
Well, ano ba? Ako din siguro I can pretty much watch everything. Siguro ano lang, the one I like the least would be action. I don't know, parang hindi lang siya ganun.
Talaga?
I'm not so much into action. Siguro dahil I grew up na while I'm watching my own thing with Powerpuff Girls, Totally Spies, and Martin Mystery, my dad is watching Jackie Chan, Bruce Lee, and
Mga kung
the
fu movies ng
Terminators.
dati.
Yun. So feeling ko meron siyang segmented siya when I was growing up. So hindi siya masyadong nag-hit into me, yung action. But I can pretty much watch everything. But if I will choose the top 3, siguro, well, for one, LGBT. Is it a genre, LGBT themed na shows? But if it is a genre,
For this
it
one,
is a genre, I think.
yeah, because I want to, hindi naman sa, well, yeah, I want to explore my sexuality in a wholesome context. Hindi yung,
Guilty Mark.
yeah, pero I just want to, I just want to get as much perspectives as I can, so that I can establish my own self in the spectrum. And another one would be, sobrang boring kong tao, pero documentaries. Pastime ko yung nanonood ako ng Animal Planet, ng Discovery Channel, yung mga ganun.
Wow.
I like,
ako ayoko
I like
naman.
watching those. And the last would be, maybe, ano ba, drama. I mean, the light drama. Pero I don't want the,
Slice of life.
I don't want naman to the point na hahagulgul ako every time I'm watching that scene or movie. But if I want to, if it is highly acclaimed, why not? Just like Click, if you guys remember the movie Click from 2000 and something.
Yes.
It's supposed, I don't know why, it's supposed to be a comedy film, but I don't know. Maybe everyone who has watched it cried their eyes out in the last part of the movie. So, yung mga ganon, parang it's something unexpected. So yeah, I would rather want the experience and not the series in itself. I mean, I would go for the story, but I would want to have the experience of while I'm watching it. It's just I will be satisfied while I'm watching it. Because I see that I have a memory of a goldfish when it comes to watching series and movies. I sometimes forget the details. I sometimes forget what happened, where was it shoot. So it's just the experience for me. Just like when watching horror films. Actually, I've seen Insidious, Conjuring, Annabelle, and those are really like it was really an experience for me while I'm watching those films. But if you'll ask me if I remember the story, no, I don't. I can't remember the story. It's just that I just enjoy the moment while I'm watching the series, the movie or the series. For the question of if what series am I, actually wala pa ako naiisip, pero I'll base it na lang siguro with one of my favorites. Actually, my all-time favorite is really Sense8 in Netflix. I'm really furious it got canceled. Yeah.
Sayang.
Just like what I've said earlier, I want the experience of watching it. Like the experience talaga. If you guys have watched it, it's really an experience to watch.
It is. It is.
But if I'll base it on my life stories, maybe Brooklyn Nine-Nine. For the reason that it has,
Gusto ka rin yan.
because it has everything. It has tearjerker scenes. It has comedy, lots of comedy. and it
Lots.
has this perfect balance of getting to know the characters. I mean, each and every character has their own niches to the story. It adds up to the whole picture. Um, it's not just Amy who drives the whole story, but everyone adds up to
Mm,
to the experience in watching the series. So I think that's pretty much it.
cool.
Wow. You have one big fun life. Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Yeah.
And it's
Yeah, for me
also
naman,
go, go, go.
it's also what? Sorry.
May sort of LGBT feel in 9 because of anong pangalan niya? The girl. Anyway.
Yeah, I forgot her name too. I'm like Mark sometimes.
Pero
I'm
yeah,
a member of a
sobrang
goldfish
touching
with
nung
some
scene.
details. Yeah, for me, I'm drawn towards animation, the fantasy genre, and the sci-fi genre when it comes to series. Like, the one things I remember was Aang, The Last Avatar, similar to that genre, Charmed. Tapos I go into light comedies, like The Golden Girls. Tapos, and last would be, I'm also drawn towards romantic comedies then. So there, I mean, for me, there's like, it's an easy movie to watch. It's super light for me. So you can go with the flow, feel in love, be happy, have a tearjerker moment for a while, and be happy again. But I do
Mm.
watch every kind of
Yeah.
genre, but not I don't specifically watch horror because they, as I said a while ago, they linger in my mind. When I just if I watch Insidious, I think, or Annabelle, I'd see Balak in my mind. That's gonna be pretty scary. I don't know why. Maybe I just don't want to wake up and see her face in me. So yun lang. I mean, those are the genres I'm really drawn to. But I'm open to any genre. But
Yeah.
I just find myself watching or playing on every single time sitcoms, animation, or sci-fi, fantasy, or romantic comedies. Especially the Hallmark romantic comedies. They're my go-to love stories before when I was growing up.
Hallmark, as in Hallmark, the company.
Yep, maybe they did love stories before. They did love story movies. They did some series.
Actually,
There's a channel, di ba?
But yeah,
there
there's also a
was.
channel for that.
There
Yeah,
was. Is it existing
But
for them?
is it the Hallmark that
I don't think so.
produces greeting cards?
The cards, yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh
Yes.
really?
Yes.
Mm.
Oh, I didn't know.
Actually, even now, meron silang may mga department stores or stores na Hallmark. They don't just have cards. They have
Mhm.
parang national bookstore siya. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah. Mm-mm. Interesting.
So P. Patty was mentioning that there are some series that we watch that stick in our mind or you keep on watching again. So what series are you watching right now?
Oh, okay. Right now, ako naman, I'm actually, well, right now I'm watching Gaya sa Pelikula. I'm also watching Me Too. But aside from that, lately, I'm binge watching yung mga I think this is called Sangguk. The K-dramas, yung mga old na K-dramas, yung mga K-dramas na may theme na from the Joseon Dynasty. Yung mga
Historical.
older
Yeah,
historical
correct.
The
drama.
period
Yeah.
dramas.
Yeah,
Ooh.
Korean drama. So lately, I'm binge watching kasi hindi ko kaya yung commitment to watch like 51 episodes or 60 episodes. So, hindi
Yep.
ko kaya. So, right now, I'm binge watching Jewel in the Palace. But,
Really?
Classic
Oh.
yan
grabe, ganun level talaga, di ba?
Cool.
Oo, tsaka Dongyi. Dongyi.
That's also
Is it that the Jangjum na nawalan ng
Yes,
panlasa?
that one.
correct,
That
correct.
one.
Correct.
Yes.
Diba?
Actually, sobrang kulang kasi nung mga siguro I started mga this week lang. As in, binge watch lang ako. I started around Saturday or Sunday. Tapos wala lang, alaw lang ako. Tapos hanggang sa nakita ko, I can't commit to watching like 50, 60 episodes eh. So, kung ano yung makita kong episode, I would just watch it. So, medyo jumble-jumble siya. Pero sobrang interesting niya for me. I love how they were able to portray yung how Korea is historically. Tapos yung sobrang naaliw ako dun sa portrayal ng mga ng monarchy nila. So may king, may queen, tapos marami pang kung ano-ano. So may dowager queen, merong crown prince, yung mga ganon. So lately,
Yes.
yun
It's still
yung
confusing
medyo,
for
ano
me.
ko. It is very confusing, pero I'm still trying to get the hang of it. Pero it's
Ah,
super interesting talaga. So, yun. Ngayon na, lately lang yun. So, yun.
Pero you
Sobrang
watched it
layo.
before naman, di ba? You watched it
Hindi.
before when I was aired in GMA. Oh no!
No, I did not. I did
Tagalized
Yes.
pa
not.
siya noon.
Wow!
Hindi ko siya nanood before. Tapos, ang pinapanood ko before, as in, kung K-dramas back in the day, it would be the romantic comedy ones, like, My Girl, ano pa ba to? Lovers in
Coffee
Paris,
Ah.
mga
Prince.
ganon. Coffee
Junya.
Prince.
Ah.
Oh my gosh, Princess Ours is one of my favorites. Ganon. Yun yung mga genre ko
Yes.
before. Ano ko ngayon? So, yan.
Gusto ko yung soundtrack ng Princess Ours. I think that really stuck to me. Ang galing ng soundtrack nila.
Yes, they did a Filipino version of that with Christian Bautista and Rachel Ango.
Mm.
Ay, nalala ko.
Yes,
Oh.
ang ganda ng
I
version
remember
nila.
that too.
Actually, parang um, dalawang, ay, hindi, yun na pala. So, yun yung, I think the Tagalog title is Pag-ibig na Kaya. So, if you have time,
Hmm.
so, kinig kayo. It's a good one.
Oh.
Sige.
Di ba there's another series? Another country adapted that, I think. Is it Thailand or Taiwan? The
Thailand.
Princess Ours.
Thailand.
Ah, Thailand.
Princess
Mm-mm.
Ours.
Yes. But I haven't seen the Thai version yet.
Hmm.
Pero yes, may version yung Thailand.
Interesting. Kasi also see the structure ng kung paano yung monarchy nila, yung kingdoms nila, yung parang ganun in the modern times.
Tapos parang iba-ibang period, iba-iba eh. As in, may, let's say, for the Sheila period, the costume itself, as in, or the wardrobe itself, malalaman mo kung anong era siya. Iba.
Yes.
Anyway,
Hmm.
I'm gonna stop talking.
Ang passion, di ba? Andun talaga.
Oo.
Yeah.
Ayun.
And I also like how the Korean TV audience would really like give their utmost support for a period series in their
Mhm.
history, because it shows how as a graduate of area studies with backgrounds in history, I'm really much into Korean history for one. So I really appreciate how period series in Korean dramas are portrayed, the accuracy in their history, the clothing, the gestures, the way they speak, even the what do you call this, the accent, because there are differences in accent depending on where the
Yes.
dynasty came from,
Yes.
whether it came from
Mm-mm.
China or Japan or what.
Yes.
It's
Hmm.
down to the very tiny details. So it's really, I just hope that the Philippines would someday be as appreciative of
Right.
our historical productions, because I think ABS-CBN did an attempt before with Bagani, but I
No.
it was supposed to be a period. It was supposed to be a period piece. It's just that I think they also want to market. They also want to tap into the marketability of the production. So that's why it became Mahika instead. I don't
Hmm. Okay, so it became supernatural.
Yeah, it kind of became that. And to think that Bagani is originally Manobar Bagobo, which meant like they're sacred warriors. So they somehow took that word, like what they did with the yung Mekeni something something. Do you remember that series?
Yeah.
It's like pangan term
know. It
international.
played my mind.
Siyempre, hindi ko talaga alam.
Genre
Oh,
ko to,
that's
kaya alam ko rin yan.
Pero, since you mentioned that, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, Mark, question lang. What's your view on Amaya? Kasi it's the other genre GMA did that was more period compared to Bagani.
What? Sorry.
Yes,
Amaya, Maria Rivera, it's during Lapu-Lapu's
Ah.
period, I think, or pre-Lapu-Lapu.
Yeah.
Or you haven't seen it yet.
Jimmy kasi.
GMA
Ayan.
kasi.
Adjacent siya.
Lumalabas na. Pero in fairness to
Kumusta
GMA,
naman?
I think
No
in fairness
shade,
to
pero-
GMA,
Sorry, tonto ako.
Go ahead. Say it.
Go ahead.
So,
That was it all.
Oh yeah, hindi ako masyado. Okay. I'm a good girl. Girl.
Support.
Sige lang.
Pero in all fairness to them, sa kanila, with Amaya, I think, they did some research. What I appreciate with GMA during that time was they did some research, especially with the time period, the costumes, the history involved somehow.
Mhm.
It's there, but I think there's still something lacking. Because they also did some other period series like Ilustrado with Alden
No.
Richards.
Oh,
That's
really?
another one too.
Ala.
I forgot what's the title. Is it? Anyway, si Bianca Umali, si
Anyway.
Jim.
So, alam mo yan,
Tunawin ba
parang
yan?
you guys are mentioning these series, pero I mean, I'm not familiar with them. Maybe I have heard of them before, pero parang now I'm drawing a blank. So, I think that's a bit sad kasi, di ba, parang they are attempting to do these period pieces or period series or stories, pero parang hindi siya nagkakaroon ng wide audience. Maybe because, number one,
Yeah.
either the quality is not that good, di ba? Or maybe because the marketing wasn't that good either, di ba? And I think sayang yung opportunity because yun nga, may attempt naman sila na ginawa. Sana binuhos na nila or tinodo na nila. Di ba?
General Luna was
Yeah.
good, no? General
Yeah, I think they
Luna.
thought it.
General Luna, the movie,
The
right?
movie.
So that was
The
a
movie
pretty
was
good,
good.
I mean, I'm sure that it was not completely accurate, but at least there was that attempt to give us this really, I don't know, raw, I would have to say. At saka parang very strong portrayal of a hero. Someone that I didn't know anything about until I saw that movie. So parang I appreciated that because they were able to do that. They were able to bring that story to a wider audience. So yun nga, parang it's kind of sad na parang we're not able to hold on to our own culture or we're not able to showcase it as much. So when Patty was talking about and Mark was talking about yung Koreans, parang they really are able to do these period pieces kasi parang they know who they are. I mean, they know their history. I mean,
Yes.
down to the gestures, like what was mentioned, di ba? I mean, even the costumes, etc. Pero parang tayo, parang puro mishmash. Parang masyado tayong scatterbrain when it comes to our history. Na parang we are not able to tell these stories well. So it's kind of something that we can, alam mo yun, parang rectify, hopefully in the future. Which also brings me to another series, which is upcoming, and which I personally find very, very intriguing. Lakan.
Been talking about that
Yeah.
Right? Because although it is a BL, it is actually also a story about an indigenous tribe, right? Because
Yeah.
nandun siya. So I'm
Dumagat.
hoping that somehow, right, the Libulan tribe, I think. So I'm hoping
No, it's
somehow
not.
that
It's yeah. The fiction one is called Libulan, which is named after the Philippine god or deity of the moon, which is Libulan. Yeah, if
okay.
you're
So
from the
it's
south
also
or somewhere there,
genderless, diba?
the term for buwan is bulan.
Bulan. Even in Bicol, it's Bulan.
In
Right.
Kapampangan, in
I think it's
Pampanga also.
Ayan. So,
hence
alam mo yun,
Libulan.
parang, so I'm hoping na, alam mo yun, parang they're able to really capture the traditions or, I don't know, maybe the beliefs of the tribe, give it justice,
I'm
and they're
hoping.
able to incorporate that well into the storyline. Kasi parang, iba yun iba yung setting iba yung premise alam mo yun. It's not like your usual BL which is in a metro or in a setting or in parang, high school, for example, engineering block. Okay, so parang it's different. Parang it's set in the countryside. It's at, alam mo yun, parang it adds a different angle to it. So I'm really excited about that. And hopefully we get to explore these types of stories and settings, kumbaga, para mas malawak rin yung, mas malawakan, mas ma-expand rin yung, natin, yung perspective. Yun.
Yeah, and
So,
just I think they just have to be really careful with that, with the Libulan,
Right.
Dumagat Libulan. It's good that they use the term Libulan tribe instead of Dumagat kasi especially on this month, it's the Indigenous Peoples Month
Indigenous
in the
Peoples
Philippines.
Month, yeah.
So I think that we're just scared because I'm also indigenous as well. So we're just scared to be misrepresented or
Yeah.
mistaken for another tribe. Like I think kasi malapit si Dumagat with the
Yeah.
Aitas, so to be interchange would be like a big no-no for them. So I'm also grateful that with Lakan, one of the cast members is actually part of the Dumagat tribe. So that could be more
Nice.
give
Which
them more
one?
insights
Oh, that's
on
an
that.
eye opener
I
for
forgot
them.
which
One of
one,
the
but so one of them is. One of the leads is
Wow.
from that tribe.
Oh, maybe it's John Kennedy Nakar because he's the one who's portraying
Siguro.
Libulan Tribe.
Oo.
Hey, that's
And to give you
interesting.
more info on that, because I think that's why they twisted it, because it's based on a story of. There was a story circulating around that Siddhapa, the god of death, fell in love with the god of the moon, or the goddess of the moon, and I think that's what the idea they played around with it. Parang ganun. I think that's why they took the name Libulan to be the center of the story, and I think they're going with that theme or idea based on that story.
Yeah. So hopefully it's gonna be a good
Yeah,
one.
hopefully they do
When was
justice.
it
Hopefully.
released? When was it released?
Oh no idea yet. Parang the only
No
thing that we
idea
have
yet.
is a teaser and the song, the opening song, or the theme song for the series. Ayun.
Kaya I'm
Wait,
excited
so
because it reminds me of the Korean Odyssey na story naman with, if you're familiar with the series na K-drama Korean
the god.
Odyssey, that's based on
Oo.
the gods, the Monkey King. So at least we're having a taste of that also with the series in a series
Right.
form.
Diba? So yun nga, very very hopeful for that. Pero just so
Ito.
since I'm speaking na rin, now what are you watching right now? Ako naman America naman ako because there's a series on Netflix called Away. So it's about a group of people who are on a mission to Mars. It stars Hilary Swank, and the rest are pretty much some people I haven't encountered before. Pero Hilary Swank is the lead. Oh, and her husband, I
Wow.
forgot his name, pero he's also quite popular. I mean, known. And yeah, it's basically about a group of people who are going through some personal trials, and they're on a mission to Mars. They go to the moon first, and from the moon they go to Mars. So parang it basically tells the entire journey. So they encounter some challenges, obviously, and so far it's been very interesting. And maganda rin yung parang each episode may focus na isang character. So parang they all get to be in the spotlight. So I like that. I
Yeah.
like that. And also very
Yeah.
relatable yung mga characters at saka yung nila, yung mga struggles nila. So I think I'm gonna finish it. Yeah.
So that is more on the spaceship, tapos on Mars and the
Yeah.
moon, parang ganun.
Mhm.
Oh,
Yes.
nice.
So
I'll
far
look into
with
that
4
afterwards.
episodes pa lang napanood ko, nasa on the way to Mars na sila. So they came from the moon.
Yes. Paki-comment naman below kapag nasa Mars na sila. Joke.
Yes,
Or
please.
Mars. Ako gusto mo mag-comment Mars.
Oh, Mars.
Andyan na ba, Mars?
Ayan. Kayo naman.
Ikaw, P. Mark.
Yo.
Or Pianj.
Hippie Ange.
Watch
Madami yan eh.
Kaya sa
Oo.
Yeah.
ano ba yun sa Love by Chance. Actually, I've just finished Enola Holmes.
Oh!
Ooh, how is it?
I'm about to watch it tomorrow.
Medyo pang teenager siya, but it's nice naman. It's a twist and spoiler, but there's a twist in the end, but yeah. If you like siguro watching mystery and are you guys familiar with how parang tawag dyan? Sorry na may mental block ako ngayon. Yung
Who?
parang fourth dimension siya. Yung parang nakikipag-usap siya sa audience. Ganun siyang type of
Oh, breaking the wall. Breaking the wall.
Interesting.
Yeah, she looks at the camera and then talks to the camera. Very true.
yeah. But yeah.
Oh, nice.
It's nice. And then
I'm excited tomorrow.
yeah, go watch it. It's nice. And I really like Millie Bobby Brown. For me, she's a good actress.
She is. Yeah, absolutely.
Cheers.
And she's pretty.
Yes.
Oh, she is. Yeah. And the boy character is also pretty.
Yes.
Louis, is it Louis or Louis Partridge? I think Louis Partridge. Yeah.
Yeah, anyway.
Yeah. The other guy.
I haven't watched yung sino nga ba yung kuya niya? Si
Oh, ano? He's there.
Sherlock Holmes. Hindi ko na manood yun.
Sherlock Holmes, Superman.
Si Kuya.
Si
The
Henry
new
Cavill?
Superman. Yes, Cavill. That's him,
Henry
Henry.
Cavill.
He's Sherlock in that movie. And the other one is also
Oh.
quite famous. I just forgot his name.
Si
Anyway,
Doctor
I'll Google.
Strange, si Benedict something. He's the other Sherlock na series wherein they're trying to ship them together with Watson.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kasi
And then parang,
that Sherlock there is really playful. So, ang daming innuendos na lumalabas.
Sam
Oh.
Claflin. Sam Claflin.
him.
At saka,
Si Kwan, si
Elena
Finnick O'Dare
Bonham-
in Hunger Games.
correct. And
Henry
Elena Bonham Carter.
Claflin. Sam Claflin. Yeah.
Helen. Siya talaga.
Mm-mm.
But there parang din highlighted talaga yung yung different treatment sa women nung panahon na yon. And parang Enola was brought up in a different way. Pero yeah, it's nice.
It's a fun movie. I mean, it's entertaining.
Yeah. And
Mark na lang
another
pala.
that
Or
I-
wait.
series that I'm watching right now is Record of Youth. It's another K-drama and slice of
Yeah.
life din siya, but it's about a struggling model and
Oh?
parang he's good.
Wait,
Actually,
Park-
it's just typical.
Park Bo-gum is the model? Or
Yeah, he's a struggling
Ah.
model slash actor in that it's parang you would say pag sabi ko yun, just medyo boring siya, pero parang ang ganda niya kasi yung real life struggles and family din, yung family issues. Kaya sobrang, well, I think, so far, it's the most relatable K-drama series I watched na. Kaya I liked it so much. Pero hindi pa, kalahati pa lang siya, kaya malalaman ko pa sa ending kung mapupunta siya sa top 3 K-dramas ko. But yeah, I'm sure you guys will like it.
haven't yet?
Hmm.
Si Patty, have you watched it, diba?
Yeah, I have watched it.
Okay, I
Basta lang
haven't
kung Park
yet.
Bo-gum from in some Lovers in the Moonlight.
And the chemistry,
Moonlight.
the chemistry of the two leads are amazing. As in, grabe.
Yes.
Like, sobrang simple lang na story niya, pero since it's super relatable, I liked it so much.
So, Melis is gonna grow again.
Sino?
Ikaw-
Your
Melis
list.
is gonna grow again.
Yeah, actually, yung mga listahan na
Instead of
yan,
the one
never
class
ending na
and
talaga
that.
siya.
I know.
I mean, you finish one and there's another 3 coming along.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So good
Yeah.
luck.
So what's on your
Mark
watch list now,
yata,
P-Mark?
Well, aside from the usual na inaabangan weekly, like I'm teaming to gaya sa pelikula, Friendzone 2. I'm watching Friendzone 2.
Okay.
Pero you have to watch Friendzone first, diba? Of course. That's
Yeah.
ang tanga no sinabi ko, pero yeah, you have to watch Friendzone number 1.
Okay.
You know what? Naka-Enola Holmes idea
And-
with Sherlock Holmes eh.
Kasi there's some series na you can watch independently without watching the previous one. So,
Correct.
That's true.
That's a
Yeah,
good
just like, for example, like Dark Blue Kiss, you can watch it
Kiss.
independently without watching Kiss and Kiss
Kiss
Me
Me
Again.
Again.
But this one you can. It's really connected to the story. But you have to watch Friendzone 1 first.
Okay.
But since I've pretty much checked or ticked all my checklists for Tide series, medyo bumabalik ako sa Netflix.
Mm.
yung mga normal before pre-pandemic na mga pinapanood ko. So one, it actually the list also grew na din because I haven't watched the latest season pa of Queer Eye, so I've started it.
oh, yeah, that's nice.
And then di ba may kopyahan ako dito? Oh,
It's good to prepare.
May literal list.
it's in my
Ah.
it's in the my list of Netflix. I'll
Oh.
also watch what do you call this? The Haunting of Bly Manor is already out today. So if you've enjoyed, I think you haven't, but if the viewers have enjoyed The Haunting of Hill House, you can watch The Haunting of Bly Manor. It's already out. I'll watch it later.
Yeah.
It's a horror. It's a horror series.
Right.
Yeah,
Mm.
and also I'm watching Wolf. I'm watching Wolf from GMMTV. It stars new,
Ah,
Right.
yeah, new of, and then some other people first, and then the two
Silok
I don't
din
know
ata,
yet. I
andun,
forgot.
diba? Silok.
Yeah,
I'm
what's the
sorry.
premise of Wolf? Bakit Wolf is the title?
Wolf
Predators.
is actually Are you familiar with the movie Nerve?
Ah,
Yeah.
yes.
If you've
Yes.
watched, yeah, it's kind of the same. It's well, for some it didn't live up to the expectations of Nerve because Nerve was quite good. But for
Mm.
some, they've enjoyed it naman. Pero kasi the premise is quite the same. Parang there are five individuals
Okay.
who are they are unique with their personalities, and they were chosen by the Wolf, which is an app which tells them what to
Ah,
do, and
okay.
then if they do the specific commands, they will earn money in the end. So it's just like
Mm.
Nerve.
Ah, okay.
It's just
Nice.
it's kind of different to watch if you're accustomed to watching new of and the other Thai actors because they are so much into their language, right? I mean, they
Mm.
really use the Thai
Yeah.
language, but but in Wolf, because the setting is quite different. They're already stationed in different countries. Like for now, in the episode that I'm watching, Off is in Vietnam, New is in Macau. So they speak in English. It's kind of disorienting for
Oh,
me to hear them
okay.
speak in English. There are
interesting.
times that they speak in Thai, but
Interesting.
there are times they speak in English.
Hi.
So it's a
More
different
to watch.
experience for me.
Right. Yeah.
Silok din nandun, diba?
Oh yeah, si Luke. Oh my God.
Ooh.
Very eye candy yung episode na nandun si Luke. Oh my God.
Oh,
Is
guess
he watching
Akala
in
ko
what?
YouTube?
nandun lang siya dun. Akala ko naman.
Akala ko naman part ng cast.
Oo nga ako din.
Medj, ano lang siya, si
Guest role siya.
cameo-ish. Parang ganun. Guest.
Mm.
How
But I'm
many
also watching,
episodes in there?
varieties. If you Wolf, I think 13, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah,
Okay.
13
Mahaba
episodes.
din.
Just like the normal
Okay.
length of Thai series. I'm also watching the normal Bright Twin Inbox Armchair of Gun Cooking. Yun yung mga the variety shows, if I just want to distress and I don't want to take
Yeah.
in that much of the story muna, I just want to, yung mga pinapanood ko habang I'm doing my own thing in the throne, in the comfort room, yung mga ganun. Nanood ka lang ng mga variety shows. And then, I'm also watching, what do you call this, dance videos of BTS, Blackpink.
Dynamite, ganun. How'd you like that? Ganun. Pero hindi ka
Nakagraduate
naman
ako dyan
nag-TikTok
eh.
challenge.
Ako din nawas na.
Hindi pa naman. Hindi pa ako umama. Nahiya ako.
Malay mo, sumikat
Hi,
ka pa.
since you mentioned,
Oo.
I'm also watching In the Soup of BTS.
BTS.
Oh yeah, in the
Ah.
shoe.
It's so entertaining. Oh, well, sorry, kasi si fangirl. Pero,
For
yeah.
fans.
Ano, I mean, they're just in parang Airbnb and play, cooking, playing. But
Yeah.
it's entertaining. I don't know why. Joke.
They're so cute together. All 7 of them.
They're funny. So, yeah.
They are. Sorry, fangirls.
Yeah, pero they're
It's
funny.
okay.
So, kahit na they're just cooking, playing games, or
This is
uh,
so cute.
meron yung painting nga lang sila, pero nakakatawa yung mga episodes.
They're
So,
so cute to say. I mean, they're bonding, all 7 of them. It's just so different compared with the other. I don't know, or maybe it's just me being a fan, but sorry, pero there's just really something different with all 7 of them that would really make you stay and watch.
yeah,
So,
true.
maybe it's just the fangirl in me speaking na naaaliw ako sa kanila, but yeah.
Maybe it's it
Yes?
it has kasi this it has this parang when you're watching Big Brother, or like if you're familiar with what's the version in Japan, Terrace House. It's just like maybe the chismosas in us are taking over. You want to watch how people do their stuff
Behave.
in a normal day.
Mm.
So yun yung premise no in this.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's entertaining, especially for fans. But if you're a non-fan, you can watch Big Brother naman.
Ah,
Ay, wala na si Pilans.
Actually, there were
oh,
times
wala.
in the past weeks, wala si Pilans. There were times the past weeks na parang, oh no, parang I've been so into Thai series, BL or not. Like what? Oh my God, how will I get back to American series? How will I get back to the other like Spanish
K-drama.
series that I'm watching? The K dramas. Like, how do you get back to them? Like, oh my God. Then slowly, medyo na-open na ulit. Siguro dahil naubusan na ako ng BL. So, na-open na ulit ng no, na-open na ulit ako sa doors ng iba't ibang mga bansa. But yeah.
Totoo.
Totoo yun. Ako din,
Uy,
I
Ansha sa
haven't,
backstage daw si Lam.
I haven't
Yes, Ate.
watched BL series for quite some time.
Mm.
Yes.
Parang, it's
Parang
not
we
that you're
get BL
losing
stressed.
it's not that you're losing it's not that you're losing interest, but it's just that
Mm.
probably it's about time that you get back to
Gusto.
what you also used to love pre-pandemic,
Yeah.
diba?
Mm.
Kasi during the pandemic, during the quarantine, parang we were all looking for something new to watch, something new to do,
Yeah.
something that would interest us. But now that we're slowly going back to our normal, well, not really normal, but now that we're slowly going back to how we used to live pre-pandemic, we are actually looking for that certain familiarity, I guess. That's why we have already
Yes.
resumed to doing the things that we used to do pre-pandemic.
Mm.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah. Parang I think sabi nila the term was like you're having BL umay for a while kasi you're having to save those
Yeah.
every single time. Parang it's already too much
Yeah.
already.
Edge.
Yeah, on
But,
my list would be the usuals like quarantines in between,
Yeah.
kaya sa
Kaya sa
pelikula. So
pelikula.
it's a lot of already on that list of BLs.
Yeah.
So to break it, I went back to the 1980s. What I'm watching right now is the Golden Girls, the nanny, who's the boss. I've been watching random clips like what you've
Oh
been
my
doing.
God, who's the boss?
So
Sobrang, yan yung legit old
yes.
school.
The nanny.
oo
Oh
nga.
my gosh.
So parang they're just
Eh,
fun
some-
movies that you can watch alone and then just laugh the hell out because
Yeah.
of their scenes. Parang, especially with the Golden Girls for me, parang when I was rewatching them over again, parang the issues they tackled are the same issues we're still having right now. Parang they were ahead of their times
Yeah.
during the 1980s, and parang they saw through that before, and that we're still having it today. And for those who don't know the Golden Girls, they're four women, old women around the ages from 50 to 80, living in the same house. And they're four different personalities. One's a sarcastic old woman. The other is a very Southern belle, very charming, but very maharot din. And there's the naive, sweet, genuine,
Tarot is
minsan dulo ng
ageless.
joke, na Swedish. And then there's the straight, sarcastic, full of shade, na isa pang old woman. So with those four personalities driving together in one house, it's comedy.
Right.
Kaya tawa lang
It's
ng tawa.
chaos.
And
It's chaos, yes. Parang, and it's funny kasi when you hear her character name, there's Dorothy, parang you're hearing all the shade being thrown at na ginagawa nila ngayon. It's been done before by her in the 1980s. So that kind of shade has been thrown ever since.
Mhm.
It's fun. I like watching it over again.
So, binabalikan na talaga natin eh. Yung parang mga familiar, saka parang, alam mo yun, yung
Yes.
mga, what do you call that? Mga comfort shows, I guess, diba? In that
Yeah.
sense.
Yes.
And you are very, I mean, I also experienced that, yung BL Umay. Kasi parang there was a point then, parang, can we take a break? Like, can we watch something else before we move on to the next episode, for example, of this particular BL series? Kasi parang, parang yun nga, parang it's the same thing eh. It's the same thing. Parang I want to experience something different naman. Parang gusto ko medyo mas drama or medyo mas comedy
Yeah.
or medyo mas adult. Kasi di ba, usually yung mga napapanood natin, yung mga high school, alam mo yun, college, etc. Okay, iba naman, real world problems naman. Pwede ba? Parang gano'n. So, yun. I mean, and actually, the more that you, let's say, take a break or you distract yourself with other series, parang the more you actually appreciate rin the BL when you come back to it, di ba? Kasi, syempre, parang fresh na naman yung utak mo, mas maano mo na naman siya. Mas magugustuhan mo na naman siya. So yeah, and that's why I'm doing an American series para talagang so
Yeah.
far removed talaga
Balance.
siya from the rest. Yeah.
Ako naman, I get easily influenced by people. Like, if it's trending or parang people are content, panoorin ko nga to. So, usually, what's uso yun. Actually, and then, in group then, if I see you guys discussing about some show, I get curious. So, I check the trailer and then yun, magsa-start na ako. Like, Piniko. Piniko says, wait, Netflix has good picks right now. I just recently watched. Ito nga yung sinasabi ko. Yung Emily in Paris kasi post na po si Piniko. Na-curious ako.
Oh,
Manood
Nico,
yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
Actually,
Emily in
manonood
Paris.
na din ako dyan.
Ako din.
French
In a few days
critics.
ako din.
Ako bukas. I like top 10 movies now by Netflix and those that are edgier and controversial. Lol. Anong controversial?
Ano yung controversial?
Ano yung
Ano yung
controversial?
controversy with the French, with Emily in
Baka nasa top
Paris?
10.
Alam ko lang,
Ang nakita ko lang na meme actually is parang there were two pictures. One was the Emily in Paris, and then parang Emily that's in Paris now, and then the other caption was the only Emily that should be in Paris, and then Emily from Devil Wears Prada.
Yeah, I've seen that.
I
She never
saw that
made it
too.
to Paris, right?
I've seen it. Oo
Yeah.
nga.
Yeah.
It's not really shade, but I guess it's a throwback to the other, Emily.
Emily.
Mhm.
So I don't know. I don't know what the critics are. Maybe Nico, can you tell us? And it's saying French critics, so meaning people who are
Yes.
from Paris, diba? I don't know. Is it the fashion, etc.? But in any case, people
Or
are
could be the
enjoying it.
culture.
It could be the culture, right? You know.
Kasi they're the biggest critiques too, so be careful with the French.
Yeah.
Pero
Yeah.
the boys in the band naman was good. Kasi I'm gonna watch it tomorrow. Parang it's an all queer cast forming
Okay.
a band. So they're all queer actors playing queer people forming a band.
Oh.
Is it a
Cool.
documentary or a comedy?
I'm not I think it's a movie. Kasi see, the one who's playing Sheldon Cooper is one of them. So parang, oh, this is gonna be good.
Yeah.
Mm.
Ayun. Anyone else who
So
wants
we'll
to
wait
share
for
what they're
Nico.
watching?
Nico has
While
other
we're waiting for
comments
Nico's
also
response.
here.
Oh yeah.
Parang Hello Stranger episode.
Parang Hello Stranger ang episode na to. Okay. So, hello. This is the young Padawans meeting. So, eto si Xavier, si Lance. Eto si Miko, ako si Migs Almendras. Ikaw si
Ayaw mo na kompleto.
may Kukay, pero walang Patrick Quiros. Paano yan? Oh, okay. Nico has a comment for the shows.
Yeah,
He said,
Answer
controversial.
Yeah. He used the brew.
Ooh.
He used the BBS page.
Ayan, eto na naman. Naging controversial si Emily in Paris kasi naging caricature daw mga French sa series. So, eto na naman yung word na caricature. So, it's all
Yeah.
about proper representation, I guess. People who are from there
Ang
or
hirap
who
eh.
are portrayed in this series probably felt that it wasn't an appropriate or it wasn't an accurate representation
Representation.
of the characters.
Yes.
So it's
Or it could be
appropriate.
exaggerated of what they were. So let's see
Mhm.
when we watch it.
I
Yeah.
haven't watched it and I'm not French, so most likely I'll just enjoy it and I won't see.
Same.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. That's the thing these days, no? Parang we're very vocal about things. So if, for example, we see something that is inappropriate or let's say wrong in our eyes, then we call it out. So siguro there should be a balance of both. Like when we call out, we educate, not necessarily, di ba,
Mhm.
uh, become
Yeah.
a mega star in that sense. But on the one hand as well, syempre, when we portray a character, it should be portrayed in the right way. So yeah.
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 Tapos, if this is reality when you're calling someone out as well, parang you should also get to listen their perspective as well. Kasi
Mm.
I think one episode in the Golden Girls showed that they were fighting against yung this putting the Civil War flag. Her name was Blanche.
Oh,
She's Southern. So and the other
oh,
guy was black. So parang
yeah,
during that time, they didn't understand each other so well. So when Blanche was explaining, but this is the flag I grew up with. This is the society I grew up with. I didn't know that there was something wrong with it. So when
right,
he got to see the perspective of the black guy, parang now she understood why he was fighting for it, against it.
correct. Because it's a
Parang
symbol
ganon. So,
against, di ba? Parang his freedom eh. Kasi
uh,
during when
yes.
the flag was used, parang slavery was existing. And of course,
Yes.
ancestors and lineage and stuff. Ooh, okay. Sabi na natin
What's
na
the next
pag-usapan.
question?
Second question pa lang to.
Alright.
Ayan.
Yun.
Yes.
Mhm.
Siguro
We mentioned
ako,
some of it already. So,
Yeah,
yeah.
nga eh.
Oo nga,
Pero siguro
no?
Yeah.
for me, the first thing that catches my eye, if for example there's a trailer or di ba, parang a teaser or a preview, parang of course it's the visuals, di ba? Kasi parang kung maganda yung pagka-shoot, kung maganda yung set, maganda yung production, mataas yung kalidad, right? Of course, that's gonna be, oh, okay, I need to look at this. At least visually, yun yung mauuna sa akin, di ba? The second would be the premise of the story. Like, okay, so now that it has my attention, what message does it want to say, di ba? So para ano ba yung kwento? I mean, ano yung setting? Ano yung maaaring matutunan ko dito, right? And then the third, of course, would be the characters themselves. Parang, well, syempre the visuals again. But parang when I see them, I mean, are they people that I can relate to? Parang are they talking about relevant things, or are they going through relatable issues and concerns? So yeah, that would be it for me. The visuals, the storyline, the plot, premise, and of course the characters. So dapat maganda rin yung acting. Yun. That's
yeah.
it.
Okay, na-mention ko na kanina, I don't talaga look for, parang I don't look for anything in particular, but I guess I usually go with those parang actors that I've watched already in a previous show or series. Like if they're familiar, oh, I'll watch this. And then if it's something I usually listen to the opinion of other people, and then that's when I will start watching it. So there.
For me naman, same with Ange, nothing in particular, so long as it interests me. Kasi, yun nga, medyo kalat kasi yung interest ko. So, kapag may
Same.
nakita ko, medyo kalat kasi. So, when I see something that interests me, okay, sige, so I'll check it out. And then, if I liked it, then I will finish it until the end. But usually nakakatapos naman ako. Very seldom that I do not finish a series. So, pag talagang, I just can't take it anymore, I'll stop it. Pero
Yeah.
otherwise, I would usually continue watching the series. So,
But I want to say something about that. No? Parang, kasi nag-react ako when you said, parang kung kaya ko pa, go lang, di ba?
mm-mm.
Pero ako talaga, there was a series that my friend said I should finish. So and I committed to the friend that I would. So even though I didn't like it anymore, I kept watching it.
How's it
And
going?
itago na lang natin sa pangalan sa Kristan.
Tagong-tago
Ask me all you want. I don't know. Come fight me. Come fight me. But I finished it for the sake of my friend. But again, the only positive thing that I like about that series was the soundtrack. The Juans love you. Okay, bye.
Parang ang patient mo. Pag ayoko talaga yung series, since series siya mahaba, isa-stop ko talaga yun. Kung makikita kasi 1 hour lang eh. Or
Oo.
but if
Lang
it's a
kasi.
series, so I cannot.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yun.
Oh, by the way, there's a comment from the chat. Si Gwen. Hi, Gwen. Thank you for watching.
Hello.
Dropping by. So what she looks for is reliability and inspiration. It
Ah,
inspires me to be more or do more. Yes, diba?
Mm.
So I told you earlier na
Mm.
parang I'm not really into heavy drama, pero there are some movies na, I mean, syempre, you watch it pa rin naman, di ba? Parang because maybe you didn't know it was gonna be that heavy, or maybe because of the positive reviews, parang, oh, I have to watch this. So, yung mga
yeah.
dramas like Schindler's List, maybe, or Life is
Yeah.
Beautiful, yung mga ganong klase, right? So, definitely, di ba? Gusto mo rin naman na ma-motivate ka na i-better yung sarili mo. So, yeah, agree.
Yes.
How about the others? Kasi
Ako naman,
from Mike or Mark?
ano ulit yung question? Ayun, sorry. Sinasabi ko
Ayan,
yung memory
yun
of
na.
the gold. Yeah, ako naman first, paano ba? I'm into ano kasi as I'm into what the people who have already watched it say about the particular series and movie. Hi Nico.
Hi, Nico!
Hi!
Ayan,
Nico.
Sorry, let it go!
Sorry. Can you hear
Ayan,
me?
gumagalaw na siya. Yes.
Nagulat ako
Yes,
sa
we
pangalan,
can.
maganda ako. Sino tong, wala to, Chuserang Dojo. Maganda
Chiserang
ako.
frog.
Diba? Hello?
Hi, Nico. Glad you could
Ayun
join
na
us.
Can you hear me?
siya.
Yes,
Yes.
we can.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Hi! Ayan. Gusto mo yun? Sige.
So,
Hello.
thanks for
Anong
joining us,
pagpupulong
Nico.
ito?
Our
Yeah.
surprise.
May sinishare lang si Mark about his
Okay.
perspective.
Sorry na, mama.
Sunod ka. Sunod ka.
Ay, sorry. Okay. Kaya ano lang, first, just like what Mike mentioned, no? Kasi ako pala yung nag-mention kanina. I look into the reviews. I know that parang a lot of people are already contesting it. Don't look at the reviews because there's this parang discussion that if you will watch something, will you really base your decision on reviews or not? Because there are two polar, what do you call this, opinions about. Pero for me, kasi I'm more of a review person, especially if it's something na, for example, sa cinema, like, would I really, like, what do you call this, like, spend that much money for a movie that I know I will not enjoy? No. If I want to watch it, I'd rather watch it somewhere else. I'll wait for it on Netflix or mag-download ako kahit illegal, sorry. Pero ano, so ayun, parang yun, isa, if it has good feedback from the people who have already watched it. The next naman is the reputation of the production. For example, it includes the actors, the director, the writer. If it's a well-known writer, like for example, I like said the Crazy Rich Asian. So if there's another film from the writer, I'd probably watch it the same. So yeah. Then lastly would be the quality of the production, just like what Mike mentioned earlier. No? So unang-una, I can't help but look into the finest details when I'm watching. Just recently, I've watched Make It Right, and I gave it chances, like 5 chances if I'll continue watching it or not. Pero kasi it didn't have that appeal to me. I don't know why. I don't know, budget siguro. Pero gusto ko pa naman si pero hindi ko kasi siya tinapos. Kasi for the reason na the acting was not quite effective for me. The set, the dialogue, the transition, the cuts, and what's also all the other technicalities of the production. It didn't do it for me. So I stopped at like episode 7, I think. So sabi ko, okay na, hindi ko na siya kaya. So tama na. Move on
Wait,
na ako sa next.
ako. Akala ko chill night tayo. Nagkitik pa rin si Viva.
Ay, oo.
Like, ano?
I love it.
Nakalimutan
Okay lang
ko.
yan. Okay lang yan.
Okay lang yan. Go.
Hindi, kasi galing siya sa sinabi ko na I look into the production quality. Ito naman si Pian.
It's the call out for me.
Oo. Kasi dire-diretso ganyan. And if for example, sequel siya, or like prequel na may nauna ng in-install na palabas, if I've enjoyed the first installment, so might as well. Yeah. So, yeah, again, the experience of watching the first installment would pretty much make up for my decision if I'll watch the sequel or the prequel, whichever is in the works of the team. So, ayun. And also, what makes me decide if I watch pala are the actors then. If, for example, aside from the looks, guilty naman ako din na medyo drawn into din ako with if the actors are
May mga
good looking
bias
or at least
tayo
pleasant
di ba?
looking. May mga bias eh. Especially if halimbawa, who's in it, the Skarsgård, the Pennywise, yan, yung mga ganon. So, I've watched the other films of the actor kasi I've enjoyed looking at the actor. Kahit naka-Pennywise siyang makeup, I've enjoyed looking at him.
Why not? Through the person, through the makeup.
Yeah. So that's why I've also watched Make It Right because I've watched pero I was so disappointed. But anyway, enough of what I said.
Project rin kasi,
Yeah.
fledgling
So,
projects.
Tiniko.
Wait, yeah, go ahead.
Go. Magbabasa pa tayo ng comment kay Gwen. Basahin ang
Yan.
comment ni Gwen. Bigyan ng
Sige.
jacket yan.
I watch trailers a lot or read the summary. Sometimes I look at the cast. Oh, so very similar
Yeah.
to sa atin, no?
Yeah.
Before that, she
Yes.
also said, prior to that comment, she had another one. She said,
I get hooked
hooked.
if I can relate a lot or I see myself in a
Yes,
character.
Yeah.
Same, girl.
Then you should
same.
watch Record of Joke Pinamot.
Diba?
Uy, pero ako,
Wait.
kasi many people wouldn't like spoilers. Ako, sobrang gusto ko ng spoiling
Ay, ako
myself.
hindi.
O talaga?
Ako
I'm
hindi.
very critical with the ending. So, happy ending. So, I
Yeah.
search for the gist sa
Okay.
Yes,
if I like it.
Speaking of which, tama ka. No, if the spoiler is, wait, let me qualify that.
You can't stop
If it's a
to
show
lang.
that I'm not that into, or a show that I don't care about, spoil me, whatever. But if it's a show na
Okay.
inaabangan ko,
Yeah.
and I want to experience it firsthand, don't tell me
Agree.
anything.
Yes,
Yeah.
true.
Pero ako, I'm okay to be spoiled kasi what matters for me is how will they tell that story? How will it build up
Ayan.
towards that ending or towards that scene? So, yun ang gusto ko makita.
Pero wouldn't that be sort of like, kasi parang you know what's gonna happen. So parang every scene, parang you're anticipating that it will happen.
Yes.
So parang alam mo yun, naglalaban yung utak mo eh. Parang
Iba na
eto na to,
experience
hindi
mo.
pa to, eto na to, hindi pa to. Parang eto na ba yung sinasabi niya? So parang
Yeah.
I just wanna flow through the story. Alam mo?
Right.
So yun.
Sabi
Yeah.
ni Pili, ganyan
Siguro-
na gusto na
Ayan.
niya mas nang spoiled siya. Ayan.
Ayan.
Spoil yan.
Ayan. Yan ang spoiled.
Hashtag BL tayo. Ayan. Spoil mo yan.
Ay, gusto ko malaman, sino ang mas spoiled? Si Pietro ba or si Lance? Pakisagot. Charot lang.
Ilagay sa comment.
Sana baklang to.
Tingnan natin kung mag-match yung sagot nila.
Ayan, may sagot siya agad.
Sagot na.
P. Gwen also like to be spoiled.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sandali. Parang
We
ito ba
want
yung
to be
spoiler na
spoiled and
pinag-uusapan natin?
pampered.
Ayun na nga eh. Pagpa-pamper ba to? Or yung mga sa kwento?
Ayan, may sagot
I think sa kwento
na.
to. I think sa kwento to.
May sagot.
May sagot.
May sagot na si
The more I
Pietro.
get, the more I want to see
Ah,
for myself.
oh, same. Same with Lance.
Yeah.
Iba rin. Yeah.
Yeah, parang, alam ko na mangyayari.
Agree.
Paano?
Walang wavelength.
Parang teaser
Yeah.
for him. Yes.
Pero ang mas spoiled daw I see.
Si Gwen.
Comment
Charot
ko.
lang.
Si P. Gwen. Who's there?
Si Gwen.
Oh,
Pag
Oo
nakikita ko
naman.
dahil ng quiz.
Oo naman.
True.
Seryoso siya?
Oh. Sarah.
Ako, I haven't watched.
Sobrang nonsense yan kung panoorin. Sinabi ko yung 2 seasons ko ng... Ay, ilang seasons ba yun?
6 seasons yan.
Ay, 6 ba?
6
Ayun.
Ang
years.
tagal ha, ang haba ah.
Oo, tapos yun lang.
Oo.
Gulo-gulo lang nila.
Pero it's
Ganun.
kind of mind if paano siya naging gossip. Anyway, it's not a
Yes.
review.
Yes. And
Ay, may sagot. Sino daw mas
And the
spoiled?
drum
Pa!
roll is...
Ayan.
yeah, talaga.
Oh, may follow-up question ako. Paano ka
Sana
nang
all.
spoil? Oo, sana all. Paano ka nang spoil ng jowa? Nag-iba na talaga tong talk show na to, no? Ano?
Hindi na, i-process na natin yan. I-process na natin yan. Oh, mag-step out
Oo.
ako. Biling ako.
Very charot lang.
Pero I think we all naman. I think we all want to be spoiled naman, diba? Sabi nga ni
Yeah.
Gav, diba? Ako na lang lagi magsuyo, baby.
Yeah!
Sana ako naman yung biling baby.
Investigate pa rin natin.
Diba?
Reference.
Actually, karamdam ko si Gav noon. Ang hugot niya talaga, ramdam na ramdam ko din.
Uy!
It's like the opposite. When the past relationship, di ba? Hindi ba that my ex was like, you give and give and give, and then
Right,
tapos
your
na.
ex, yeah.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah. We've
At least with this one, with
been on
Tina,
both
it's
sides.
a balance of
so.
both.
Yes,
Yeah.
love that.
Gusto ko tong
And the best
usapan
way
na to,
to peace
usapang
heart is
buhay,
food.
no? Yeah.
That's true. That's very true. Yes.
Very much true.
And nag-agree rin naman si Gwen Dumdum. I think this is in relation to
sabi-
the more I get spoiled, the more I want to
Yeah.
see for myself how it happens. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think Nick,
Very,
ikaw naman, no?
very nice. Ano,
What do
anong
you look
katanungan niya?
for? What do you
Wala
look
akong
for in
jowa,
the
ma'am
show
ha?
or
Walang nang
series?
spoil sa akin.
Oh, ito
Ayan.
Okay, ito pala yun. Ito pala yun. Sorry, na-confuse ako.
Yes.
Oy, pero siguro prior to having our live stream, like Bruhaha, B-Squad na, sabi nyo nga, siguro parang I was kind of like a passive viewer, I guess, of films. Parang sinasabi ko lang, mahilig ako sa indie film, mahilig ako sa kung anong getong film, ganyan. Pero ang appreciation ko, hindi ganun kadetalyado. Very generalist ako masyado mag-appreciate ng pelikula or ng mga series. But when we started doing our live stream since June 19, 2020, parang kasi, iba-iba kasi tayo, no? Like, kayo kasi, like, you go really down to the specifics. So, ako tuloy, na-influensyahan ako to think in such a way. So, ako parang I was able to create, like, criteria. So, credits and parang props to the group, to Brujo Hobby Squad, for influencing to think this way. So, ngayon, medyo discriminatory na ako sa mga pelikula. So parang gusto ko na ng medyo edgy, yung medyo konting controversial na mga pelikula. Hindi talaga turn type yung sinasabi ko ha. No, I like something na parang hindi siya yung parang pa-sweet. Gusto ko medyo alternative yung storytelling. Gusto ko medyo experimental na hindi ko na
Kalel
parang
15 ka na.
mga ganun, malulungkot ako na malulugmak ako for some reason. Tapos mapapaisip.
Coming of age.
Yeah, exactly. Mga coming of age na mga pelikula. Yan, gusto ko mga ganun. So, last night, for me to answer this question, I watched this parang parang movie sa Netflix. The title is Work It eh. Para siyang Step It Up.
Yes.
Oo, pero hindi ko siya nabetan. I'm sorry. Hindi ko siya nagustuhan. Sorry na.
Kasi,
Alam ko.
It was
I know the
parang
feeling.
parang I was kind of expecting like Step It Up. Step Up ba? Or Step Up.
Step
No?
Up. Step Up.
Na parang hype siya na medyo bring it on-ish yung dating. Naghanap ako ng ganung drive, energy. Pero ito kasi parang wala. Parang totoo ba, girl? Ganyan ka lang. Ganun. So parang, na-realize ko na parang for me to appreciate a movie, a series, there has to be like 3 elements. One, I think na-mention ni Mark kanina acting talaga. Like acting is really a good factor that I should really consider. Parang, dapat ma-convince mo ako na ikaw yung character. Hindi ko masasense dapat na uma-acting ka lang dyan. Tapos aside from that, good writing, like good script. Parang alam na natin yan no? Dahil sa mga pagla-live natin, mga discussions natin here and there, na-realize ko na parang, pwede pala ako maging particular pagdating sa script. Diba? So parang, yun yung hinahanap ko, yung paano pagkakasulat. Aside from that, I'm a big sucker for like production, like cinematography, OST, production design. Di ba parang visually dapat appealing talaga siya. Pero pag kunwari, out of the three, dalawa dun nawala, hindi ko talaga papanoorin yan. Pero what really would drive me to watch a series or a movie, to continue watching a series is talaga yung kwento. Pag hindi ko nabetan yung kwento, tsaka acting, parang ay wala ka talaga, canceled ka talaga sa akin. Ganon. So, yeah. Diba?
Yes. I know what you feel because I watched Work It as well. Better watch Feel the Beat na lang. It's better than Work It. It's also on Netflix.
Exactly! Diba? Ang tsaka. Sorry
Feel the beat kasi, I mean, to compare both, it's like Work It was more like mababaw na romantic comedy kasi you don't understand what made the character turn from geek to dancer. Parang ganon. While Feel the Beat naman, Feel the Beat naman has a story arc. I like the story arc of that naman.
Right.
And the music na ginamit nila was good.
Yeah.
And the actress is from the Descendants. Yung Descendants, she's playing yung parang daughter ni Evil Queen doon. If you watch the Descendants, she's the one playing in Feel the Beat. The dancer. And
Isang
same thing with
recommendation.
the only main reason why I stayed to watch yung Work It because I was looking for a story. I was trying to connect the story, to connect the logic of why was she turning from a geek to a dancer. And at the end, naging malungkot ako kasi it didn't resolve that question I had in my mind.
Wala, diba? Parang ano ka lang. Diba?
Have you guys seen Take the
Nawala lang yung
Lead?
glasses niya.
Yes. Ano yun, Mikey?
Have you guys seen Take the Lead with Antonio Banderas?
Yes! Yes!
Yes.
I love that movie.
I
Diba?
love that
Nagulat
movie
ako,
naman.
sorry. Super.
Stop that.
Actually, maraming mga gandang dance movies.
Malukat pa.
Save the Last Dance, I think.
Dirty Dancing. Tsaka, movie ba yun?
Pwede rin, actually. Pwede rin. It was ahead of its time. It was very controversial.
Movie yan, di ba?
actually.
Movie yan, di ba?
Pero,
Yeah,
it is movie, yeah. Yeah, I like that movie too. Patrick Swayze. Siyempre. Hello.
May kwento kasi yun, Mikey. Yun yung parang, in a way, parang basis ng comparison din. Ito kasi parang, makaproduce lang ng pelikula to mga to. Kairita. Charot.
Pero
May
magaling
mali-
naman yung actors. I mean, si Joshua Fisher is a good actor. He played in Rent. So parang, that's him as he was this.
Yes.
Ah.
He was he was there. So parang, and he was also in yung sa PS I Love, yung All the Boys I Loved
Yes,
Before, diba? So,
correct. Andun siya.
sayang.
Which one?
That's why I watched it because of him.
Yung isang
Which
guy, what
one?
is
He's
I
the-
forgot the name eh. Siyang Indian-looking guy
He's-
doon.
Oh my God,
Medyo
the
moreno
last,
na, kulot-kulot.
the last letter.
Who could sing
The
it
last
with a
letter.
piano.
Yes.
Yes,
Oh,
yes.
he
I
is
was-
in Rent. Yes.
I was rooting for
Yes.
him. Dun sa ano.
He's-
Ako din.
Wait, isn't he? He's the new Dear Evan Hansen.
Yes!
Yes, he is also there.
Yeah. Okay.
Kaya nga, that's why I
Magaling siya.
expected so much because he was there.
Exactly. Tsaka Lance, di ba parang, ano ba? Pwede mag-solo na lang siya doon. Okay na, charot lang. The rest parang, ano
Actually,
pa
was more-
dyan? Backup dancer.
There was more arc in his story than the main lead na babae. So anyways, that's one of the things I look at. Parang you mentioned everything is that I look for into a series naman. Pero I think
Right.
the biggest thumbprint talaga would be the trailer and the review and the backstory nun. So if those three would match, like if the trailer would pull me in, I'd start looking for the review. If the review would pull me in better, sige, I look at the story na itself. If that would keep me going, okay. I'm good with all of it already.
Yeah. Cool.
Wait, parang ako these days,
But have you guys,
I would
sorry,
go for
go.
I would go for recommendations by
Yes, Mark.
people. Like, kayo, pag may nag-recommend sa inyo, panoorin mo yan. Uy, talagang gullible ako, pinapanood ko talaga siya.
Ako ganun ako sa
Paano mo sa Kristan? Panoorin mo yun. I assure you it will be an experience.
Di ko narinig, Mikey, sorry.
Sa Kristan. Sa Kristan.
Wala.
message ko sa'yo.
Ako may re-recommend.
Ano yan?
If you want an experience while watching, ito seryoso Pose. Just watch Pose from Netflix.
Ay!
We've seen it.
Girl,
You've seen it.
Angelisa.
beautiful, I'm telling you. Yes!
Yes.
Ganda!
I think,
Pose. You should watch.
Recommend it to P. Ange and P. Patty.
You should.
If you can do that. You haven't watched it yet.
Tapos kung nagkakita tayo, once the pandemic is over, let's vogue it out. Come on, guys.
Yes! Vogue, mama.
Dapat naka-heel.
Wait, pero season 2 pa lang sila, Mark, di ba? Season 2 pa lang. sila.
Yes. Oo. hopefully
Looking
with the
forward
ano,
to the
with
third one.
even with the situation that productions are challenged with, sana ituloy pa rin nila kasi sayang yung sayang yung effort eh. Like it's
Yes.
really a relevant piece in
Super.
LGBTQIA representation in the media.
Super.
Especially during the time
Especially
of
for our
HIV.
especially for our trans brothers and sisters. No? Sobrang
Yes.
laking effort nun for them.
Very true, very true. Yes.
Oh, this is it, no?
Hmm?
Ayun.
Kaya
Yes. Yes.
Kaya
Yes.
I have
yung
finished
sa
it already.
yung sa Glee, diba?
Sa Glee. Yeah, sa Glee. Same.
Oo.
My
Tsaka
God, si Bong,
magagaling yung
magaling
mga
dyan.
actor doon, no? Super galing na mga actors doon.
Oh, it's
Electra.
Evan.
Electra, di ba?
Si Evan Peters yung sa X-Men. Anyway.
Tsaka ano siya, I mean, since trans yung roles, they casted trans actors.
Yeah.
My
Para
God.
Really
sa,
good.
I appreciated that.
yeah.
Especially Angel.
Appreciate
Oh, ganda.
Ay, girl, ang ganda! Diyos ko, day.
Noted.
Mas maganda pa sa mga ano,
Ibang babae dyan.
mga cis sa sorry, ang problematic
God.
ata na sinabi ko pero I just want to
Kulot.
appreciate her.
Yeah.
She's very
Ang ganda niya.
Sobrang ganda.
Modelo talaga siya eh.
Oo naman.
True.
Okay. Sino pa ba mag-share?
Parang if
I think we're done na with discussion, ano?
Yung Pati P. Angie, we've seen yung mga sa Drag Race, yung RuPaul. I think that's why yun yung pinaka-ugat nun. If you're going back to history.
Ay, sorry.
Yeah.
Kala
That's
ko
where it came
nagre-recommend ka.
Hindi, yun na nga. Yung post. I watched it pala.
Yeah.
I had to step back parang, wait, did I watch it? Sabi ko, oo, I did. I watched both.
Yeah.
And it came back to me when you went through the names, like lalo si Angel, parang, oh no, I remember her so well. And her story.
Mhm. Electra.
Ay, mama.
Yes.
The House of
Pwede na
Evangelista. Mga ganyan. Pa. Diba? I love that.
Yes. We're good with this question, ba?
Yes.
Okay.
For the next
What's
question.
next?
What shows are you looking
Ah.
forward to seeing?
Oh, you gave me a lot.
Oo nga eh. Ang dami ko.
Emily in
Dami.
Paris tomorrow because of Pinico.
Ano yan? Ay, Emily in
Watching
Paris.
Emily in Paris tomorrow.
Ako din.
I've
Nasa
been looking for
Marmite na
every
pa.
controversy on the French there.
Uy, grabe talaga. Mixed reviews talaga siya. Super. Ako naman, biased naman ako kasi fan ako talaga ng The Devil Wears Prada and Sex and the City. So, ganun, siya yung creator ng Emily in Paris. So, ako talagang parang nostalgic sa akin yung Emily in Paris. Although, may mga nakikita kong gaps dun sa kwento. Parang hinayaan ko lang kasi fan nga ako, diba? Ayun kasi sabi ni Lance na parang pag fan ka, may bias ka talagang mag-review kasi ibibigyan mo ng GC, ng 10 yan, diba? Pero, valid naman yung mga points na sinasabi ng mga critiques eh. Actually, parang sabi ko, tama naman. Kasi inisip ko, naging defensive yung mga French critiques. Kasi naging character doon. Basta watch it na lang. Pero para sa akin naman, isip ko, paano pag Pinoy naman ang nilagay doon? Siyempre, mag-offend din tayo, diba? Diba, pag naging caricature tayo, would be like, di ba, sama nyo, ganyan.
Controversial nga siya. I will watch.
Watch mo.
Kasi my list ko na siya.
Oo, fan na nga si Gwen.
Si Gwen fan.
Speaking of Gwen, Gwen says,
Hmm.
Ang
Emily in
aabangan daw
Paris
niya ay
season two.
Ay,
Paris
season 2.
Hmm. Ayan, season 2.
Yes, of course. Me too.
So that's a very positive thing, diba? Kasi that means that season 1 was really good, or people really enjoyed it or watched it. So yeah, more jobs for people, yay.
True.
especially now.
Especially, yeah. Agree with Nico. Yes, P. Gwen, Kapkun ka.
Gwen. Kapon ka.
Yeah, arigatou gozaimasu. Multilingual na dapat tayo kasi nag-expand.
Correct.
Oo.
Obrigado.
Danke.
Maraming salamat.
Bedang, danke.
Ayun.
Ayan.
Kagulo
Kagulo na.
ko. Mahalo.
Shalemet.
Yes, mahalo piha.
Salamat.
Shalamet.
Shalamet. Gusto ko
Saka yung ano.
Specific Shalamet talaga.
Yung Salemech time niya.
Ano.
Nag-crossover.
Thanks.
Ayan. Ano ba yung next question? What are you looking forward
Ayun,
to?
and what do you want to watch?
What are you? Ay, sorry.
Binigyan niyo ako na listahan eh. So I have the One Class, I have...
Yung na-mention ko nga kanina.
Your
I'm
recommendation.
forward to Boys Lockdown since I'm
Yes.
Yes. Me too.
BL Rod. I'm only watching one right now, so yeah, Boys Lockdown.
Right.
True.
Pearl
Yeah,
next
but it's
door.
parang
Pearl next door. Pearl next door.
Yes.
Tagal
Yeah,
pa.
next door.
Yes.
I'm looking forward to Boys Lockdown din, October 15. Tapos kasama niya pa yung Ben X Gym. I'm also looking forward to
Yes.
that. So, more because of Jerome Ponce rather than
Yeah.
PJ Marquez. You know, I mean,
Mm-mm.
it's just, Jerome. Yeah, all the way.
Jerome.
Tapos, Lacan as well, although no date yet. but I'm looking forward to that. Pearl Next Door, like you mentioned. And siguro for movies, hindi na ako masyado na, sumaybay sa mga trailers sa movies dahil nga yun nga, di ba? Pandemic, walang cinema. Pero I wanna see and watch yung Frank Herbert's Dune, starring Timothée Chalamet. Because I love that series.
Yeah.
I read the books. And I wanna see it on the big screen. So,
Sige nga.
hopefully, mapanood ko siya on the big screen. So, yun. Parang wala na akong clue kung ano pa lalabas na movies. Kasi wala rin masyadong trailer na lumalabas, no?
Correct.
Exactly. Nag-push back na yung schedules nila. So, wala na rin tayo masyadong familiarity on how is it to watch on the big screen.
Right.
Correct. Although, di ba nag-open sila nung, yung,
Drive-in.
yes, drive-in, yun. Yung drive-in theaters. Just
MOA,
like,
yeah.
Do you think it's really worth it?
Manga.
Do you
Oo
think
nga.
it's worth
That's what
it?
I'm wondering
Parang-
din eh. Kasi if they're gonna be doing a big screen, then the speakers will be all around. So I don't know if there's gonna
Yeah, I
be
think ano daw,
problem with the
there's a
audio.
no, I think they will give a frequency kung saan magko-connect yung radio nung vehicle.
Yeah.
Oh.
I wanted to try it for the experience, pero what they showed kasi parang The Peninsula and I watched it online. It sucks. So, buti na lang hindi ako natuloy.
Oh.
Peninsula lang kasi yung pinalabas yun.
Also,
But
interested
come to
din
think
ako-
of it, no? Ay, sorry, go.
It's okay. Actually, interested
May
din
ano
ako
lang.
sa snacks.
Sa akin point kayo.
Sige, pati muna, go. Go.
Yun lang, interested ako sa snacks kasi like for SM, di ba? It's for 400 bucks.
Or, ako pero experience.
Yeah.
Pero it's expensive din eh, around.
It is. Pero yun nga, for the experience. So, we'll
True.
see pa.
True. Wait, nakatry na ba kayo ng Sorry, go ahead, Mark. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Yung internet kasi.
Hindi, I was saying na parang for example, if the movie or the production gave so much effort into producing like the Dolby Atmos kind of audio,
Yeah.
tas sa car mo siya papakinggan. So parang the experience is not the same. And also, would you really, like, syempre people would leave their aircons on. Parang wise pa siya to waste gas for a movie. So, wala lang. And at the same time, since naka-frequency nga siya, come to think of it, so, di ba sa MOA concert grounds, aka parking lot,
Yes.
parang may mga offices around. So parang if they can get the frequency and
Right.
they can see, so parang it's free movie. So,
Boklo. Yung totoo. Sino naglolokohan dito, di ba?
Uy, pero naalala ko.
Naisip yun.
Naalala ko, I think last year or a couple of years ago when Coldplay had a concert, tapos sa MOA Concert Ground sila, I think yung mga nasa offices, they stayed. Pero yung establishments near it, like sa Prison Plaza, hindi sila nagpapasok ng mga tao.
Oh. Kasi super lapit eh. Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
even parking lot.
At
So,
least controlled naman nila.
Correct. So, yun.
Wait, pero question,
Damot.
nakatry, oo nga, sabi nga ni Mark, kapitalista tong mga to, mga baklang yan. Uy, na-try niyo na ba mag 4DX?
No, not yet.
Not yet.
Like, para siyang
3D pala.
real to na, alam mo yun, gumagalaw-galaw yung upuan mong ganyan. So, na-mention kasi ni Ange, na-mention kasi ni Ange yung Peninsula. Peninsula is part 2 ng Train to Busan, is it right?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oo,
Ayun.
hindi rin maganda.
Tapos,
It's not
talaga?
nice.
Okay, sige. Noted. Si Train to Busan, pinanood namin ng best friend ko, high school, babae to. Sabi ko, ay kapunta tayong Greenbelt, ganyan. Parang hanap-hanap, walang available dun sa regular cinema. Sabi ko, may 4DX. Sabi ko, try natin to, experience to, maganda. Tapos pili kami ng doon, ng movie. Wala kaming choice talaga. Nakita namin Train to Busan. Sabi ni Bakla, ano yung Train to Busan? Sabi ko, maganda yun. Alam ko ng horror yun. So, hinila ko siyang gano'n. Huy, nakakatrauma siya. Kasi alam bakit? Gumagalaw yung upuan mo ganyan. Tapos may tumutusok-tusok sa likod. So, feeling mo, totoo yung mga zombie. I swear. So, wag kayong manonood ng horror, tapos 4DX, tapos gumagalaw siyang ganyan. So, may mga hangin, may tubig, ganyan,
Wala namang humawak sa paa mo.
Yung nga, besh, kasi feeling ko, paglabas namin ng cinema, feeling ko may zombie talagang totoo. So, nung sumakay ako ng cab, feeling ko zombie talaga yung driver. May ganong psychological effect. So, grabe. Mga 2 araw akong ganon. Pero masaya. Pero nakakatakot. Hindi na ako umulit. Yun na.
Uy, gano'n. Ang entrance pa naman ng Train to Busan, yung
Grabe. Super.
yun nga yung sad, kasi sa part it wasn't that intense. Parang, anyway.
Tapos ito pa nakakatawa. Di ba may
Si si Maya.
Ayan si Maya. Na-try na raw na niya mag-anes.
Na-try niya na mag
Mag-anis.
4DX. Color kit may tumatalsik.
Natry ko rin pala.
Yung
Pero
paalsik.
yeah. Parang
Ano
right.
yung Masik Maya? Medyo, medyo fishy ba? Medyo what?
Masangsang.
Masangsang ba?
Kaya yung 4DX sa BL, no?
Ano kaya yun?
Ano Masik Maya? Tumama ba
4DX
sa
together with me.
mata?
Ay! Mama, gusto ko yun.
Gusto ko yon mama. Ay, siya mo yan. My God. Diyos ko. Diba? Ano ba yan? Amoy John Rocks, ganun.
Funny, grabe.
Nico, you were gonna say something.
Ayun nga, di ba napanood niyo na ba yung Train to Busan?
Yes, I love it.
Yes.
I love it.
Di ba,
Ganda.
maganda siya, di ba? Tapos namatay yung deer doon, parang nasagasaan, parang ganun yung eksena doon. Tama ba ako?
Yung deer
Tapos-
na yun yung galing sa, basta na-contaminate siya or something.
Right. Tapos parang may close up yung deer doon. Tapos pagka-close up, biglang may hangin. So inisip ko, sabi ko, ano ba to? Hininga ba yun ng deer na naamoy ko? Ganun talaga siya. Sabi ko, medyo weird tong experience na to. Wrong choice.
Bakit may hangin?
Di ba? Parang bakit? Ano sense nun? Di ba? Dighay ba ng deer?
Buti pala na nag-4DX kami, ang pinanood namin X-Men. So,
Ay, mas
naman
better.
ng helicopter, mga ganun.
Maganda.
Siguro pag action maganda, no?
Yes.
Huwag
Saka
lang
Star
yung
Wars,
mga-
cute naman siya nung nag-4DX din kami with Star Wars.
Talaga.
Ang dami ng mga
The
spaceship.
switch of the chairs.
Ay, pag Star Wars na.
Oo.
Oo.
Yes.
Wag lang horror talaga. Oh my God.
Huwag lang talaga.
Gulat tayo. Mamaya magka-heart attack ka bigla doon, diba? Ayan.
Pians, kakayanin ko ba yung Train to Busan? Pinapal ko na yung Kingdom.
Kingdom. Huwag mo
Kasi I
ipapanood sa
haven't watched
4DX
Train to Busan
yun.
eh.
Oo.
Oh, you
Hindi
should.
mo nakakatakot.
You should. You should.
Eh, di ba series is
You will
Kingdom,
not
diba?
regret it. Series yung Kingdom,
Yeah.
yes. Train to Busan,
Yeah.
movie naman
Pero
siya.
kung kinaya ko yung
pwedeng
Kingdom,
isang-
kakayanin ko rin to, no?
Oo naman. Oo.
Oo.
Gusto ko tong pa-comment.
Strong
Maya.
person ka naman.
Oh, yes. So sabi ni Gwen, iba na ang context ngayon ng Train to Busan, COVID na, hindi na zombies. Char. 4DX.
Yes.
Oh my God.
True.
True.
Nice.
Diba?
This reality, you know.
Yeah.
And we fast forward to 2025.
Magulat ka yung humahabol sa coronavirus, mama, sa likod mo.
Corona.
Sisigaw-sigaw ka, andiyan na yung coronavirus, grabe na! Gano'n.
Correct. Tapos para ma-infect ka, kukoronahan ka rin.
Oo!
Girl,
Naging comedy.
Kaya na ang corona.
Sabi ko nga yung B, di ba? Pag you, eto na yun.
Oo, ito na.
Yung energy nandito ulit.
Oo, nabubuang na.
Sure,
Wait lang, tonight yung guys sa pelikula, diba?
Quarantines. Kaya sa pelikula
And
was
quarantine.
8. Quarantines was 9.
Habol ako.
And Mighty is starting soon, I guess.
10.
Yes.
Tama pa. 10:30.
Mas alam ko kung compare yung dalawa.
Ayan. Oh, sagutin na natin yung tanong.
Ano ba yung
Oo
tanong?
nga pala.
I was
Regular
supposed
cinema.
to watch.
Tanong to?
I was supposed to wait. May nabangan dapat akong isa. Yung Netflix
Ano yan?
version ng The Last Airbender ni Ang.
Unfortunately. Hindi ko maganda yung
They're gonna make it like Riverdale, I think, again. Kasi
Oh!
I'm a big fan of the comics. So they might give that
Talaga?
Riverdale touch with The Last Avatar. So I don't know.
Interesting. Paano kaya?
We'll wait for
Di
the
ba
previews.
yung back out yung writer o director ba yun? Kasi hindi
Yung dalawang producers.
susundin.
Yes,
Hindi
yung
yung vision.
writers and producers nila. Kasi they wanted to keep ang Sekretara sa Zuko as kids or teens, kumbaga. Pero they wanted to parang make them older. Parang sa ginawa nila with Riverdale.
Oh.
So I think they wanted a darker story for The Last Avatar. Pero sabi nila, The Last Avatar shouldn't be not so dark like what happened to the movie, which flopped.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was bad.
Yeah.
And I think they also wanted to push for, one of the things that they fought for was representation for the Asian culture and the Native American culture as well. So I think that's another difficulty. Kasi the Southern Water Tribe are all mostly based from the Inuit and yung parang parang Native Americans, while Asians naman lahat nung other castes.
Yep.
So let's see. Pero may sinasabi si P. Maya, may bagong bending skills daw siya.
Wow.
Gusto niya yung avatar, pero
Gusto ko yan. Pero ang
May receipts na tayo. May
gender
receipts ba tayo?
bender. Yes. Receipts, ma'am. True. Gusto ko yan,
Pero
gender
sige,
bender.
we'll take your word for it, Maya.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Love that for you. Ano nga ba yung tanong?
May pahabol. Teka lang.
Wala.
Elements from the
periodic table. Ayan. Why not? Diba?
Diba?
Wala ba sa kamay mo, boron?
Diba?
Correct. Mga tungsten. Ganun.
Koron. Ano pa mga elements? Ayan. Mag-game night tayo ngayon. Anong mga elements pa
Gold.
natatandaan natin?
Hydrogen.
Iron.
Talaga tayo.
Yan, mga barium, mga ganon. Arsenium, mga ganyan. Ano pa ba? Invento na tayo.
invento.
Arsenic. Ganon. Diba?
Arsenic, ganyan.
Vibranium. Ganyan.
Ay, wow.
Diba?
Krypton na lang.
Mga
Kryptonite na rin.
plutonium, mga ganon.
Krypton.
Yes.
Super Pietro. Icebreaker natin yan. Charot na lang.
Yung iba, ano na.
Ayun na.
Tuloy na natin, Ange.
Wait lang, may pa-plug lang ako, sorry. May pa-plug
wala na
ako.
Oh,
Okay na ba?
Hello?
Yes.
Narinig nyo?
Oo.
Ulit ako sa script ko.
Actually, medyo
diba?
lumabas na tayo kasi 10:22 na. Pero,
Hala, Diyos ko.
Malapit na.
Super quick lang to. So, di ba, we do have our YouTube channel na Bruha Hobbies ko. So, and then, nababasa ko yung mga comments. May nagko-comments na doon sa specifically sa Game Boys na mga reaction and then review videos natin.
ano
Tapos
sabi?
tawa ako, may nag-comment. Hindi ko na sasabihin yung name niya. But I think it should be taken positively. Sabi niya, please linawin nyo na yung video nyo. Bakit hindi malinaw yung video nyo po? So, sabi niya.
Sorry na po. Sorry na.
Sorry.
Ito nag-react tayo na super ingay. Hindi niya marinig siguro yung episode. Na ang dami natin sinasabi.
Correct.
Diba? So pasensya na sir, no? Pero sabi niya, episode 11, 12, 13, 13.5 please daw. Reaction video. O diba? May gano'n na tayong following.
Oo, gusto mo yun.
Good feedback. Tapos sabi din ng isa dito, sabi niya, aabangan ko kayo sa Game Boys Season 2. Yeah! O diba? Yun lang.
Taray. Ba't na tayo inuutosan? Charot lang.
Ang dami, Opa. Gusto mo yun? Stress ako. Ayoko
Hanapin ko nga
replyan.
yan mamaya. Panoorin ko yun.
Uy, pakireplyan. Yung mga customer experience natin dyan, no? Mark, Ange, hindi ako marunong mag-reply sa mga to. Baka magalit natin.
Baka may masabing mali. Di ba? Ibigay natin sa mga eksperto yan. No?
O, baka paklain ko lang to.
But, pero gusto ko yan ha. I mean, it's positive feedback and it encourages us to actually do these things. These things talaga more ba?
God.
Yeah, gusto ko yan. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Yan.
Actually.
Anything else that we want to share? Guys.
Baka si Maya may gustong sabihin, Maya.
Uy,
Gusto ko
wow.
ba? Maya.
Insight mo dyan. Mga gender-bender thoughts mo.
Ange, may gusto ko, mas gusto ka yatang i-share, di ba?
Ay,
For,
yes.
ayan.
What?
I have a surprise.
Ano yan?
Ano yan?
Parang hindi ko alam.
Tayo. Wait lang. Ay,
Wala.
Sige.
Gusto ko siyang
Yes, sir.
gawin.
Flash mo naman.
Gawin natin lahat.
Pwede naman.
Flash mo na lang siya.
Yan. Pwede mo rin i-share yung comment rules ni Maya. Ay,
Ayan.
hindi mabasa.
malakas na ba?
Tagalin mo yung bruha ha. Tagalin mo yung bruha.
Pasensya po, OGTV.
Tanggalin mo yung bruha dyan.
Ako ngayon, tas ano.
Ayan.
Naka-OGTV
Ayan.
ako ngayon sa IT.
1, 2, 3.
Back! Yes! We have a
Nag-10
special
tayo.
treat for
Dapat
our
ganun yung ginagawa
viewers.
natin. Diba?
Yes. Since it's 10:10 tomorrow, it's 10 tomorrow. We're
Yay!
our viewers, our 6 viewers. So you guys this code to get 20% off in any purchases using, of course, Shopee Pay. And then, do you need to spend a minimum of 300 pesos? Maliit lang yan, 300 pesos, just go. So, gamitin mo code na to.
Yan.
It's for
Mas mahal
free.
ko ba yung
Ano yung
binabayad
code,
mo?
Tian?
Alam mong pandesal.
What's the code again?
From Friends 20 for
Pakiulit, Tian. Ano yung code?
SPP Fam Friends 20.
O, isa pa sa mga hindi nakakarinig.
Screenshot na lang guys. Salamat po.
Parang hindi ko gusto yun.
Maya, mention mo na lang sa chat.
So, minimum, Ange, confirm ko lang, minimum spend is 300 pesos. Tapos, yung 20% off mo, magka-cap at 210. Tapos, tomorrow lang siya magagamit na.
Yes, it's for the Shopee promo.
So yung discount was only 210 if you max 300? Tama ba? Kapag minimum spend ng 300?
Mm-mm.
So, kunwari, nag-spend ka ng 520, pwede mong tanggalin yung 210 because of the SPP Fan Friends. Tama ba?
Right.
Yeah, so
I know,
until
20% off
lahat ng items, tapos check out at mag-apply yung 20%.
Basta pag lumabas ka ng 300, 20% ng sobra mo, up to 210 yung pwedeng matanggal. I
Right.
think that's
Yeah.
Right.
explanation.
So if they want to maximize the promo code, they should spend whatever amount that 210 is 20% off. I don't know math, so bala na sila.
Ayun yun na yan, guys.
Basta mag-shopping kayo.
Kaya na bahala.
Oo.
Pero may
Parang
din, di ba? May condition din na it's valid for Shopee Pay
Okay.
transactions
right.
only.
Right.
So make sure that you use Shopee Pay when you use this code and you use it tomorrow. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, Maya.
Meron pa siya sasabihin na next. And according to Maya, please support Deals Near Me, 10 pesos daily daw. Deals await for favorite food and
Yes,
beverages.
please support
beverage
Deals
items.
Near Me. Yeah.
May example si
you-
Maya.
10 daily meat. 10 daily meat.
There's
Yeah,
one
Dahil ka man tayo mag-math.
Deals Near Me.
Yes.
Hirap
Uy,
ang
yung sa
math.
mga nanonood,
Ay, ito na.
yung mga
Sinagot
viewers
ko na.
natin, yung mga ayan. Yes. Okay.
1K.
Perfect.
Okay.
Para
Okay.
ma-max yung 200
1K.
pesos cap.
Or guys, minsan
Perfect.
bumibili kayo ng face mask, mas mahal pa dyan.
Correct. Bye.
Laban na yan, guys.
Uy, ayan, sa mga nanonood sa atin ngayon, no, dapat gamitin nyo to bukas na bukas mismo. Once you use this, pagbalik nyo next session, pag nandito pa rin kayo, may panibago kayong surprise sa amin. No? Panibagong code na naman.
Oo,
Actually,
diba?
same code lang. Eh.
Abangan
Sarap
natin
na.
yan. Yan.
Sa
Yes, thank you for
11.
that. Salamat,
Yay,
Shopee.
Shopee!
Thank you so much.
Salamat, Shopee!
Again.
Sa Shopee, beep, 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 beep.
Pip, pip, pip,
Alam mo,
pip, pip, pip.
Gumawa tayo ng ng GIF na ganon. I-post
Correct.
natin sa
10.
natin.
Correct. Tapos nandyan yung code, diba?
Diba?
Ayan! Okay! Hi! Tapos na naman ang
Ay.
isang session. Gusto niyo pa bang magchikahan?
Chikahan na lang.
Manonood pa ako, mama, ng gaya sa pelikula tsaka Quarantines.
Very true.
At
Very,
saka
very
I'm
true.
Ano lang kaya tayo ng gaya sa pelikula?
Nag-live bigla dito, no? Pumapalakpak ba si Gwen? Mukha siyang pandesal yung yung emoji niya dyan.
Parang Spanish word para sa akin.
Diba?
Kala ko
Kaya
manok eh.
Merong cherry sa ibabaw. Ay.
Oo.
Also, they can buy e-load, mobile top-ups, and e-vouchers at amazing deals. Ayan. So, kung gusto niyo ng credits para sa telepono nyo. At saka e-vouchers will be like gift certificates, diba? So, go ahead and
Yeah.
check it out, guys.
Yes.
It's a button there in the Shopee app. It's very easy to use. So, please check. Ay, may pahabol si
Ano to?
Oh.
Wow!
Kanina, dahil na-dead rat ako. Ako po
Oy!
ang
Wait lang.
mas spoiled
Nakita-
guy.
Nakita niyo yung mukha, nakita niyo yung mukha ni Lance? Nakita niyo, yung nabasa niya?
Nagbago, no?
Ngiti-ngiti ito, kilig siya.
girl.
Ngiti-ngiti siya.
Yes. Kilig to the balls.
Oo. Yes.
Alright.
Ah.
Yan.
Wala lang kami
So, ayun na nga.
So-
Nung kayo ko sa kabila. Sa in-between.
May pahabol pa ba?
Wala.
Gwen? Maya?
Si Gwen.
Gwen.
Yung pagtawa ni Gwen.
Okay. Yung pagtawa. Medyo na-delay kasi, di ba? Connection and everything. Actually, 10 minutes ago pa niya yan kinoment.
Ayan, may pahabol.
Meron na. May pahabol na.
Pahabol.
Meron?
Yes.
Oo. At may isa pa nagsabi.
May pahabol pang isa.
Nagsasabi si Darpa.
Hi, Darren.
Hi.
Thank you for being here.
Hello.
Kayo na, may jowa.
Thank you.
Lance and Phoebe. Yes.
Best friend ni P.
Darren,
Kaibigan ni P.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, thank you
Darren,
for
oh.
that.
Sabi namin
See you on the
after the
next
review,
one.
gusto niya manood ng
Hi.
photos.
Oh, talaga.
Okay.
Darren Aguirre,
Thank
follow
you.
us on Facebook and ano pa pa-follow niya dapat? Twitter,
Instagram. Twitter.
Instagram. Yeah, subscribe on
YouTube.
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 So the details are below. It's brouhaha underscore Ano yun?
Bagong
I
genre
cannot
ng movie
English.
yun.
I cannot English. _B Squad. Yes, that's our name. Thank you very much, guys. So, anything else before we
At may
close
pahabol.
tonight?
May pahabol.
Hello, Darren.
Hi, Darren.
Hope we see you on the next one.
Oo, sama ka
Join us
sa
in the
amin.
conversations, diba?
May pahabol din si Maya.
Ang saya
Alas 12 tayo
mag-comment.
dito.
Correct.
May friends tayo.
Pero mas masaya yung spam, lalo na pag niluto ni Ian Pangilinan, aka Vlad.
Totoo.
Ay!
Pancakes! With pancakes.
Get you
Bye.
something, man, that will cook you breakfast, you know?
Yes! Diba?
May hahabol pa
Okay.
ba?
Tapusin na natin to.
Going
Alam mo,
once, going
Took our
Alright.
seconds.
Thank you very much, everyone, for joining us. We hope that you enjoyed, and hopefully we'll see you again in the next one. So again, this is Bruhaha B Squad. Follow us on our socials on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. That's Bruhaha_B Squad. So hit us up, talk to us, comment, and let's build a family. Thank you very much. That's it for me.
Mag-10-10 ulit tayo.
Yes.
Salamat, Shafi! So enjoy your shopping tomorrow, everyone. And
Bye.
bye for now. Happy weekend!
Shopping day tomorrow.
Happy weekend.
And bye.
May pahabol. Joke.
Bye, Gwen.
Actually,
Bye,
meron.
Maya. Bye, Darren. Bye,
Bye,
Pietro.
Gwen. Bye, Dan. Bye, P. Bye, Maya.
Bye.